Wareham's Wi-Fi. We welcome you here to Spillane Field here in Wareham, Massachusetts, alongside Luke Brenneman. I'm Gino Antamarino. The Mariners trying to bounce back after a loss yesterday against the Orleans Firebirds. Harwich 1-4 in their last 5. They go up against a Wareham team that has really started to find its momentum. They sit first in the West with a 12-13 record. But Luke, 5-game winning streak for the Gatemen. We talked to Ryan Smythe, the manager, before the game, and he said, we're really starting to hit our groove.
Well, they're just putting everything together. This is a team that at the start of the summer had the pitching. They couldn't get any offense going. Then by the midway point, the last time we saw the Gatemen, the Mariners pulled out 1 in extra innings, but the Gatemen were really hitting the ball well, and it was their pitching letting them down. Now they've put it all together. They're on the longest winning streak right now in the Cape, and they're atop the West for good reason. So this is a tough ball club to face, especially all the way out here, so a long bus ride for the Mariners. The thing I'm interested, though, after the tough one last night against Orleans, how do the Mariners start this game from an energy perspective? I think that's going to be a difference.
We'll see if the Mariners can start off hot. Leading things off is Trey Broussard, someone who's missed the last few games in this Mariners schedule. His last game came against Brewster a few days ago, so he's back to the leadoff position. That drops Tanner Marsh back to the second spot. Broussard in center field, Marsh at shortstop. In the 3 spot, Aiden Robbins, the designated hitter. Batting cleanup, Kyle Wolf, the first baseman. 5, 6, 7 goes like this. D. Kennedy, third base. Nico Brini, left field. Boy, he's been on a tear recently. He's got 2 extra base hits in his last 2 games. Also a combined 4 RBIs off those 2 extra base hits. So he continues to stay hot, and that's why Steve Englert puts him back in the lineup in the 6th spot. He's over in left field. 7, 8, 9, Matt Conti catching. Jake Coonan, right field. And Shintaro Inoue, second base. Now the defensive lineup for the Wareham Gatemen. In left field, Colin Ritchie. At center, Chase Cruson. And at right, Easton Breifogel. To the infield we go. Third base, Vance Shahan. At short, Chris Ramirez. At second, Colby Turner. And at first, Chris McHugh. Catching is Hunter Carnes. And starting on the mound for the Gatemen is Daniel Powell. A rising junior from Kennesaw State, stands at 6'3", 195 pounds. Making his 5th start here on the Cape. Posted a 7.63 ERA so far this summer through 15 1/3 innings. He's given up 10 walks as well as notching 13 strikeouts. It's his first appearance against Harwich this summer. He tries to get some retaliation against the Mariners squad that is 2-1 against his Gatemen team so far this summer, including a win for the Mariners last time out, 6-5 in extras. Shintaro Inoue was the hero in that one, Luke.
Tied things up with a 2 RBI single. The Mariners were down to their final out in the top of the 9th inning with the bases loaded. He came through and delivered the goods. And not that that has any effect on now weeks later back in the same ballpark, but more so the Mariners have a winning record against this Gatemen team. You're going up against a starter with an ERA above 7.5, so a chance to get after a team that is just simply on fire right now. It seems like Harwich has gone through the ringer, or at least a gauntlet, with some of the best starters in all of the Cape. Whether it was the starter for Brewster last night against Orleans, seeing the best starting pitcher in the transfer portal that's here in the Cape League right now with Logan Redeman. So a chance early on in this game to pick up right where they left off at this same ballpark.
Redeman yesterday went 3 1/3, gave up 4 hits and 2 earned runs. So the Mariners got to him a little bit, trying to do that here today against Daniel Powell. Ryan Smythe said before the game that, Powell is a really consistent pitcher, but he tends to have one inning that can kind of affect his performance as a whole, and that tends to be this inning, the top of the first. The right-hander stares down the lefty Trey Broussard as we're just moments away from opening pitch. Powell readies the glove and fires home. Just misses inside. First pitch clocking in at 6:01 here on a beautiful Wednesday evening, 84 degrees and sunny. The wind slightly blowing from right to left if you're standing at home plate. Here's the 1-0. This one is belted into right center, all the way back to the wall. It's going to drop. Chase Cruson back at the track to collect it. Broussard into second standing. It's a lead-off double to start things here at Wareham.
Right before the 1-0 pitch, if I had any time to jump in, just how big of a sigh of relief is it to have Trey Broussard back in the lineup? I mean, he's been that guy that makes this offense go, hitting with the top number in hits for the team, not the best average because he's played so many games, but an immediate spark plug to the Mariner offense tonight.
First game back since July 12th, which was a few days ago. Here's Tanner Marsh from the right side with Broussard on second. Powell fires home. Called a strike on the outer edge off the fastball. But you talked about how important Trey Broussard is to this team. Leads the team in hits. With that last double, now up to 2 extra base knocks so far this summer. Powell looks back at Broussard and fires home the 0-2. Misses low and outside. The Mariners wearing the away powder blue uniforms with red numbers and letters. Wareham wearing the navy jerseys with white pants and white and blue hats. Powell looks back at Broussard and now throws back to second. A little bit of a wild throw that time. Colby Turner, the second baseman, was covering the bag. He had to dive to his right to keep that ball from going into the outfield. And we know Broussard's speed. Second on the team in stolen bags with 9. This is a guy that can go whenever he feels like it. The 1-1 to Marsh. Up high at the chest.
Harwich wasn't great last night with runners in scoring position. An early opportunity, Trey's on, get him over, and then you got Robbins and Wolf on deck to get him in.
Powell readies the glove at the belt. The 2-1 comes home. This is low again. If you can hear the Mariner dugout yelling words of encouragement, that's because we're posted up maybe 5 feet away from the Mariner dugout. So expect to be hearing them a lot so far today. Hopefully they can come out to a lead and it'll be all good things being said as Marsh pops this one foul right behind home plate. So a 3-2 count for Tanner Marsh, the shortstop for the Mariners, after Broussard started things off in a heated way. A leadoff double. He remains on second. Payoff pitch to Marsh. Misses outside, ball 4.
Good at-bat from Marsh. Hung in there, wasn't over-aggressive. Sometimes you see guys find the pressure to just throw their hands at the ball trying to do their job and get Broussard over to third. But Marsh was really patient. He wanted a pitch to drive. He never got one. Then sure, run up the pitch count in the first inning, take first base. And now an opportunity for the heavy hitters in the Mariners' order to do some damage.
Marsh broke an 11-game on-base streak yesterday against Orleans. Went 0 for 3 before being taken out for D. Kennedy. So good to see he picks up right where he left off. First pitch to the righty, Aiden Robbins, misses low and outside. Runners on first and second for the Mariners. Top of the first, no outs. Still a scoreless ball game here at Spillane Field in Wareham. Aiden Robbins, the DH today. Played left field yesterday against the Firebirds. The 1-0. Called a strike on the inner upper corner. Robbins yesterday, it was a packed White House field because it was Peyton Pritchard night. Pritchard, the Boston Celtic NBA champ, 6th man of the year, threw out the first pitch in yesterday's game. So a lot of people came out in attendance. And Robbins had himself a few fans out in left. He said was heckling him the whole game. All in good spirits, though. Nothing malicious. It's the 1-1 to Robbins. This one's popped up down the right field line and foul.
Now, if you're Robbins, you're behind in a 2-strike count, and you know that Powell's thinking double play ball or strike out here. Stay patient like Marsh was. But if you get something close, just look for a ground ball the other way and hopefully advance the runners.
Robbins digs in. Here's the 2-strike pitch, rather a throwback to first. Marsh is back diving with his right hand touching the bag first.
Another key point of emphasis tonight for the Mariners, trying to clean things up on the bases, been leaving a lot of outs out there as of late.
The 1-2. Check swing, appealed down the first base line, says he went. Jeff Merzel, the umpire, saying that Aiden Robbins struck out on the high heat. So there's one away. Powell with his first strikeout today. Top of the first with 2 base runners for the Mariners. And here comes Kyle Wolf batting cleanup. The umpires in this game, Marvick Gomez at home, Jeff Marizell at first, and Jeff Kinney over on third. Still 2 runners on first and second for the Mariners with 1 out. Top of the first. Here's the first pitch to Kyle Wolf. A slow bouncer down the third base line. Going to be a tough play to make for Powell, who steps off the mound. Wild throw to McHugh. It gets into the outfield. That scores Broussard. Marsh rounds past third. He's into home standing, and Wolf gets to second with 1 out. The Mariners take a 2-0 lead off of a tapper from Wolf. And just a wild throw from Powell as he came off the mound to make a play over to first. Got away from Chris McHugh. And so the Mariners take a 2-0 lead with another base runner in scoring position.
A ball that Powell knows he should have just left in his right hand. It was just one of those unlucky bouncers in a perfect position. And Wolf doesn't get down the bases with the best of them, but he was safe at first the whole way. The bases could have been loaded with just 1 out. And now the Mariners, they strike first.
First pitch to the righty, D. Kennedy. Misses low off the fastball.
Might have been inside or outside. It wasn't down.
D. Kennedy pinched hit for Tanner Marsh yesterday's game against the Firebirds. That was in the 8th. Had just 1 at-bat, struck out. The 1-0. This one's lined into left, down for a hit. Ritchie scoops it up and keeps Wolf at third. Runners on the corners for the Mariners with just 1 out, top of the first.
Here we go. This is what we talked about in the pregame open on the Trident Talk for social media, Gino. Trying to string together timely hits. Wolf's was an infield hit and then a throwing error, which allowed the runners to score and Wolf to advance to second, now third. But this is the batter you're looking for right here. For Brini, you're already up 2. Just drive in the run from third. A sacrifice fly, an RBI ground out if you can beat out a potential double play ball. It's the little things that this team is just knocking on the door and have been right there through this tough losing skid.
Nico Brini gets set from the left side. His first pitch shows bunt, pops it foul over the Wareham dugout. But that's got to feel good for D. Kennedy to get that base hit. Was 0 for 4 against Bourne in his last start with the strikeout. The game before that was 0 for 4 with 4 strikeouts against Brewster. So he gets set for the 0-1 to Brini. Here it comes. Peel down the third base line, says that Brini did not go off the check swing.
Brini didn't show bunt that time around, was fully trying to bunt on the first pitch. I didn't love the idea of bunting. Kyle Wolf not very quick at third base.
Here's the 1-1. Skips in the dirt. A nice block from Hunter Carnes behind the dish. Got over to his left, stuck his glove between his legs, and made sure that did not hit the backstop.
And for a guy that Ryan Smythe told us, Daniel Powell, he struggles in certain innings before settling in. The Mariners need to really jump on this chance and bury him when you can.
Mariners up by 2. Here's the 2-1 to Brini. This is low and inside, right at the shins of Brini. Brini's been swinging a hot bat. I'm sure that's what you were just going to talk about, Luke.
Absolutely. This is the guy you want up right here. And his bat-to-ball skills have been right there. He's hitting the ball to all parts of the field right now.
Had a triple yesterday that plated 2. The 3-1 comes home. Skied foul right over the Gatemen dugout.
You can tell the Mariners have some serious energy about them tonight, and for good reason. When you're 1-4 in your last 5, you got to have some extra giddy up, a very long bus ride. The longest road trip that you can have in the Cape League for Harwich is across the bridge and into Spillane Field in Wareham, so a nice start energy-wise as well.
A little over an hour trip here to Wareham from Harwich. Payoff pitch to Brini. This one is poked up into the air down the right field line, and it drops foul. That's the thing about Brini, is he stays aggressive. Usually makes contact, even if it's just an emergency hack to stay alive.
Connie, did you catch Burns?
But in the last 7 days for Brini, talk about swinging a hot bat. So his last 3 games, he's batting a .250 with 5 RBIs, as well as a double and a triple. Just 1 strikeout as well. Here's the payoff pitch. Marsh takes off for second, and this one is flared into shallow left. Ritchie comes sprinting in. He gets called off by the shortstop, Chris Ramirez, and the throw back to first is there. As D. Kennedy took off for second, had to come back to the bag. And so the Mariners leave one stranded with Wolf in scoring position on third. But Harwich takes a 2-0 lead heading into the home half of the first. We'll be back on the Mariner Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
We're here at Spillane Field. Luke Brenneman and myself, Gino Antamarino. Time for the home half of the first after the Mariners plate 2 to start things here in Wareham. Trey Broussard and Tanner Marsh both scoring. And so the Mariners off to a hot start. They left one stranded in Kyle Wolf in scoring position on third off of a flyout from Brini. And then a little bit of a questionable play from D. Kennedy, who was on first, took off for second, and then with the flyout, had to retreat back to the bag, but the throw beat him out.
Just simply didn't make sense. Where are you going? The ball was popped up the whole way. It was a tough play for the shortstop, but a very makeable play. Maybe one where you inch up the line, but not nearly as far as where he was.
First pitch to Chase Cruson in there for a strike. We'll see if Wareham can strike back. Tom Chmielewski on the mound for the Mariners. Rising grad student from UNC fires home the 0-1. That one hits the lower inside corner. Cruson quickly down 0-2 in this at-bat. Chmielewski quickly fires home the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. First strikeout, first batter face for Tom Chmielewski. There's one away in the bottom of the first.
I love this start tonight. To go with a guy who hasn't made a start here this summer, an ERA right around 2. He's been at his best as of late. You start a left-hander, some people are against that because you can kind of prepare and stack your lineup with righties. But Chmielewski's been on fire and a nice start.
Here's the first pitch to Hunter Carnes, the righty. Misses low and outside.
And another thing that we've been talking about, Gino, this is a guy who's the oldest guy on the Mariner team. So you're going to a veteran who's been with a lot of ball clubs, and he knows what it means when you're struggling to get a good start.
1-0, misses low again. Chmielewski shakes his head, comes off the mound, and receives the ball back from Matt Conti, his catcher. Tom Chmielewski, a.k.a. Chewy. Left-hander fires home the 2-0. This one skied down the right field line. First baseman Kyle Wolf in the foul territory, and it drops between him and the right fielder Jake Coonan. So first strike of the count to Hunter Carnes. But Tom Chmielewski has been quite solid. It's his first start here on the Cape. Didn't start in any games this past year at North Carolina. Had 13 appearances for the Tar Heels this past year. Went 10 1/3 with an 0.87 ERA. He's a guy that can strike people out. He had 7 strikeouts in that span as well. It's a 2-1, right on cue, a strike right down the middle. Chmielewski in search of back-to-back punch-outs. He readies the glove at the face. Hunter Carnes digs in from the right side. The 2-2 pitch comes home. Up high. But Chmielewski, so far this summer, this is his 4th appearance on the Cape, a 2.08 ERA. Payoff pitch. Bounced foul right over the Wareham dugout. Chmielewski coming off of a really nice outing against Falmouth back on July 8th. Went 4 1/3, gave up just 2 hits, 1 earned run. That's why he's getting the start here today. Payoff pitch. Bounced off the shin that time. Carnes has to shake it off. Adjust the protection over his left leg. And now walks behind home plate.
You know, if that one hurt, then it would have hurt everybody else a little bit more, because the catchers are known as the toughest guys in the league, and Carnes is still feeling that one.
Carnes not putting any pressure on that left leg. As he windmills his bat from outside the box. And now digs back in. 3-2 count with 1 out. The pitch. Fouled straight back.
This is a battle early on. Carnes got ahead 2-0. Chmielewski worked it even, and it's just been blow for blow ever since. Chmielewski's really executing the last 3, and Carnes just fighting every pitch off.
Carnes, one of the top batters for Wareham, a 3.25 average. Payoff pitch. Outside, ball 4.
It's a heck of an at-bat.
Hunter Carnes will take his spot on first with 1 out in the bottom of the first. And here comes Chris McHugh. Mariners up 2-0 after a pair of runs in the top of the first. First pitch to McHugh. This one is pulled foul.
It's all over that one.
Chris McHugh, the right-hander, stares at the barrel of his bat, taps home plate, and gets back set. Lefty on righty matchup with a runner on first. 1 out. Bottom of the first. Chmielewski fires home the 0-1. Fouled straight back.
That's going to be the difference for Chmielewski, getting ahead early, because he is one of those guys that pitches extremely fast, and he's comfortable when he's on the downhill. He normally beats the opposing batter into the rubber, so Chmielewski's set and ready to go before the hitter is, and that's when you can tell he's in a groove.
The 0-2 comes home. Ground ball foul, third base side. It's a couple of skips fair, and then just tailed foul. So McHugh stays alive with a 2-strike at bat. Carnes on first. Chmielewski fires home. This one is smashed into dead center. Trey Broussard with his palms up to the sky. He can't see it. It drops in the gap between left and center. Carnes rounds past third. He's heading home as McHugh stays put on second. The throw's not there, and Wareham tallies their first run of the day. It's 2-1 off of an RBI double from the first baseman for the Gatemen, Chris McHugh.
The sun has been brutal in a lot of different ballparks in the Cape League. It was bad last night at White House Field. But here, Gino, I don't know if it's our spot. It's tough here. I mean, it is unbearable at times. And Broussard just didn't have that one the second it was off the bat. He didn't lose it. He just never had it.
Immediately had his palms up to the sky like, where is it? Someone help me out here. Here's the righty, Caden McDonald.
That's always tough for the pitcher because when they don't actually drop it, it's not ruled an error. So it is ruled an RBI double.
Right.
And that's a play that should be made.
First pitch misses inside. Chmielewski comes set, the 1-0. Check swing, no appeal. This is outside. So Wareham, after giving up 2 in the top of the first, responds with one run of its own. Still just 1 out. The 2-0. This one's pulled foul right over the third base. And so a 2-1 count. The 2-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball right down the middle, 2-2 count.
If you're Chmielewski, you're looking to just settle back in. It was a hard hit ball to center, but probably should have been out number 2. But the ability to stay composed. Remember, he didn't start a game at school. He hasn't started a game this summer. So keep his team ahead is the main goal right now.
2-2. This one is drilled up the middle, gets into the outfield. Caden McDonald with a single that advances McHugh to third.
One thing that is a little bit worrisome is a couple foul balls now that hit up the middle. A lot of loud and hard hit contact right now coming off the starter Chmielewski. A lefty-lefty opportunity here with Colin Ritchie. So you're thinking double play. The infield, at least the corners, are coming in just a little bit. The middle infielders are prepping for the double play ball.
Runners on the corners for Wareham. Colin Ritchie from the left side. First pitch, foul tip. Colin Ritchie, rising junior at Oklahoma State. Someone that can hit for power. One of the leaders on the team in extra base hits with 5. He's got 2 doubles and 3 homers. The 0-1. This is low and outside.
How about the youngsters, the ball boys, making their way out to all the way across the bridge to Wareham?
Traveling with the team. Chmielewski looks back at first. The 1-1. Misses low. Conti throws down to third. Not in time as Kennedy applied the tag to McHugh.
Good awareness there from Conti.
McHugh gets back with his right hand first. Conti's aggressive, especially on those throwdowns to third. He's got the arm for it, as well as the confidence. Here's the 2-1 to Ritchie. This is outside. So Chmielewski, after striking out Cruson to start this frame, he had Hunter Carnes on the ropes, the next batter. Ended up walking him. Carnes eventually scored. First run of the day for Wareham. Runners on the corners now. The 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. An excellent pitch that time from Chmielewski.
Huge pitch. I don't want to be premature, Gino, but it feels like the way that this at bat,
you got to get any sort of momentum right back.
Momentum, and I think it could dictate the rest of Chmielewski's night here in Wareham. If he's unable to get this guy, I think you start phoning the bullpen.
Throw back to first. McDonald back. 3-2 the count to Colin Ritchie. McDonald on first. McHugh on third. McHugh with the RBI double. Advance to third off the McDonald single. Payoff pitch. This one a weak fly ball straight away. In the shallow left, it's Tanner Marsh, the shortstop, who makes the head-high grab. Keeps runners at bay with now 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
That is a huge out Good execution from Chmielewski, was behind 3-1, was staring a bases loading walk down right in the face, and battled back with back-to-back solid pitches and forces a pop out. The job is not finished yet, though. You got to go get Turner.
Colby Turner, the second baseman, taps home plate with his bat and now lifts it over his right shoulder. First pitch. Misses low, gets away from Conti. And that advances McDonald to second. Rather, hit him. So Turner took it off the forearm. And so that loads the bases now. In the bottom of the first, with 2 outs, here's Vance Shahan, the right-hander. First pitch. Hard ground ball to the right side. Wolf is there to scoop it up from his knees, throws to second in time. Tanner Marsh covered the bag. A beautiful play from Wolf. It was a bang-bang play, but the Mariners will take it. Boy, with the bases juiced, Mariners give up just 1 in that first. It could have been a lot worse. Mariners still ahead 2-1. We head to the top of the second. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Well, it's already off to a lot of scoring so far after the first. Mariners up 2-1. I get that's not a crazy number, but after just the first inning, you know these two teams like to go at it. Last time out, it was a 6-5 win for the Mariners in extras. So a lot of runs can certainly be scored from either team here today. We welcome you back to Wareham. First pitch to Matt Conti, the righty. Skips at the plate for ball 1.
Gino, I want to go back to the inning-ending ground out. The throw to second base, from our angle, we had an unbelievable look at it. And it looked like the runner beat Tanner Marsh on the force play by about 3 steps.
1-0. Misses low.
But hey, it's better to be lucky than good sometimes. And you got to credit Kyle Wolf for even keeping that ball in front and not going into the outfield. A massive save from Harwich.
2-0 comes home. This one is blasted into dead center. Chase Cruson all the way back at the track makes the grab for out number 1.
Conti pieced that one up pretty good, just to the wrong part of the ballpark. That's unlucky. He's really been driving the ball as of late, still waiting for him to step down on one and pull it because he has a lot of just raw pop in his bat. And if he continues to hit the ball the other way, you just sometimes get unlucky.
Conti on a 4-game hit streak, one of the leaders on this team in doubles. Here's Jake Coonan from the right side. First pitch. Bounced at the plate, foul. Daniel Powell on the mound in his second inning of work. Gave up 3 hits in the top of the first as well as 2 runs. But Ryan Smythe, the manager for Wareham, said before the game, if we can get him through that first inning, we'll be cruising. The 0-1 to Coonan. Misses high. Smythe said that Powell's got good stuff, but tends to be a little bit shaky to start. The 1-1. Misses low.
You would hope that the strikeout numbers are down tonight for the Mariners. Powell not an overwhelming guy with swing and miss. He also has a whip at 1.76.
The 2-1. Skips in the dirt. Nice knockdown from Carnes after it ricocheted right past the home plate. And Carnes got his chest on it.
Got to think that the Mariners are going to get runners on while Powell's pitching. If you just look at his stats, it's about how can they drive them in.
3-1 is poked up high into the air. Foul territory right in front of the Gatemen dugout, and Vance Shahan is there from third base to record the second out.
You can tell that Kunin's starting to feel this frustration a little bit of the recent slump. He's right there, 3-1 count, a pitch to hit, and is just missing it, getting a little bit under that one.
Kunin with a 1.37 average and 18 strikeouts through 15 games. Here's Shintaro Inoue from the left side. Shows bunt, takes it away. First pitch, fastball down the middle for strike one. So quickly 2 away in the top of the second. Mariners up 2-1 with no base runners. 2 flyouts to start this frame. The 0-1 to Inoue, a swing and a miss. Just a little bit of a lazy wave that time. Had one hand on the bat for the majority of that swing. Here's the 0-2 to Inoue. Just misses outside.
You can tell that Marvick Gomez, the home plate umpire, is keeping a consistently tight strike zone now through the first inning and a half.
The 1-2. Low.
Got to give Shinny credit. As volatile as his reactions may be, ball or strike, pitch to pitch, he does treat every pitch, no matter the count, the same. He's really locked in.
The 2-2. High.
And for that reason, he can get an 0-2 count to now what it is now, 3-2.
Inoue operates with the best on-base percentage on the team. Payoff pitch to Inoue. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A healthy hack on the fastball from Powell. 1-2-3 inning, 2 flyouts as well as a strikeout is how we end the top of the second. We head to the home half when we come back on the Mariners Radio Network.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the Rental Source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
We welcome you back here to Spillane Field in Wareham. Time now for the home half of the second. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. 8-9-1 due up for the Gatemen. Leading things off, the right fielder Easton Breifogel. On deck, Christopher Ramirez, the shortstop. And it's back to the top of the order with Chase Cruson, the center fielder. First pitch to Breifogel. He shows bunt, takes it away. Pitch misses low and outside for ball 1. Mariners up 2-1 after scoring 2 in the top of the first. The Gatemen responded with one of their own in the bottom. The 1-0. Fastball hits the inner edge for strike 1. Tom Chmielewski in his second inning of work first start on the mound this summer. He's given up 2 hits and has gotten 1 strikeout. This one is fouled straight back off the backstop. But Chmielewski gave up that 1 run to Hunter Carnes, the 2-spot hitter today. Trying to settle back in. The 1-2. This is high and tight.
The Mariners have been among the best in the Cape when they have a lead into the middle innings. So now it's up to Chmielewski, who's able to shut the door, just give up 1 run on the unfortunate play in center in the first.
The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Tom Chmielewski, his 2nd strikeout of the day. And the 2nd time he has punched out the leadoff hitter. Here comes Christopher Ramirez, the shortstop in the 9 spot. Ramirez gets set from the right side. First pitch, thought about swinging, did not. It was a strike the whole way on the upper edge. Ramirez in just his 4th game this summer in a Gatemen uniform. Rising sophomore out of Cal Baptist University. The 0-1 just misses outside. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ramirez. Chmielewski deals fast. All part of that mental game. If he can come set before the batter, that gives him the advantage. The 1-1. Right down the middle, strike 2. And so Chewy, as his Mariner teammates call him, looking for back-to-back strikeouts. He fires home the 1-2. Misses high and outside. Got away from Conti, who had to spring up and lunge to his right. Sailed past his mitt and rang off the netting on the backstop. So with 1 out, no base runners, bottom of the 2nd. The 2-2. This one's flared foul. Right over the Mariner dugout, right over our heads. Luke and I are about 10 feet to the left of the Mariner dugout. You can hear the coaching staff as well as the players getting vocals. The 2-2. This one is arced into right, and it just drifts foul.
Chmielewski finding himself in some common situations now just in the 2nd inning. He's 1 pitch away. He's getting to 2 strikes, Gino, but then the Gatemen are just wearing at him.
The 2-2. This one is skied, this time in fair territory, the right field side. It gets away from Kunin. Lost it in the sun, and Ramirez into 2nd standing. That's the 2nd time we have seen a Mariner outfielder lose the ball in the sun. And so with 1 out, a base runner in scoring position for the Gatemen.
Harwich just not doing Chmielewski any favors tonight.
A routine, what should have been a routine flyout. Turns into Ramirez standing on 2nd. 1 out, his team down by 1.
I have a feeling, unlike Broussard's, that one will be ruled in error on Kunin.
First pitch to Chase Cruson as the order turns over. Misses outside. Cruson, the left-hander, takes his left foot and sweeps the dirt away from the box. The 1-0. Up high. Steve Englert, the manager for the Mariners, to our right, telling Chewy to settle in here. So kind of similar to the 1st inning, where Chmielewski struck out the leadoff, then gave up a runner. The 2-0, right down the middle for strike 1. That first runner that Chmielewski gave up was Hunter Carnes, who's on deck. Has scored the lone run today for the Gatemen. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Wonderful pitch there. Another chance here for Chmielewski. Has battled back this time, but once again, a 2-strike count. This is the pitch that he's looking to execute. Wareham has done a fantastic job of just fighting these off.
The 2-2 comes home. This is outside.
And it's forcing not only him to not retire easy outs when he's ahead early in the count, but also to just run this pitch clock and pitch count, up.
3-2 the count to Cruson with Ramirez on second and one out. Payoff pitch. Check swing, appealed down the third base line. He did not go. Jeff Kinney making the call. Steve Engler not happy with it. But that puts runners on first and second off the walk to Cruson. And Hunter Dilworth, the pitching coach, walks out towards the mound to talk things over with his starting pitcher.
That's a tough one, Gino. It looked like Cruson did go around. We have a pretty good look at it. Pretty much, say, 15, 20 feet adjacent from where the hitter is standing, so we can see if he's crossing the plane. And that time, like Steve Englert said when he yelled down to the third base umpire, Jeff Kinney, he said, that's an easy one. Those are extremely tough.
Exactly, and you think for Chmielewski as well, when you think you're delivering a pitch that's striking a guy out, now all of a sudden it turns into another base runner. That's got to play a little bit into your mental fortitude.
Sure, the message here is pretty simple to Chmielewski. Continue to pitch like you have the lead, because you do. Pitch on the downhill. Just because there's runners on doesn't mean you have to get nitpicky. He walked the batter now, Hunter Carnes, the first time up in a 7-pitch at-bat. You got to go after him and get this defense involved a little bit, because Carnes, a catcher, he doesn't move well. The double play ball with runners at first and second in full effect here.
Hunter Carnes gets set from the right side, has scored the lone run for Wareham today. First pitch inside, right at the feet. Carnes had to scoot backwards to get out of the way. So with one out in the bottom of the second, Mariners up by one. Runners on first and second for Wareham. Cruson on first, Ramirez on second. Here's the 1-0. This is inside at the belt.
Walking Cruson with a runner at second and one out was not the end of the world, but you cannot lose Carnes for the second time tonight here.
The 2-0. This is high. Whistled right past the chin of Carnes as he took a step back. Conti was there to catch it in his mitt. Deals it back to the mound. 3-0 the count to Carnes. You talked about it, Luke. You don't want to lose him here. The 3-0. This is inside. A 4-pitch walk to Hunter Carnes. That loads the bases in the bottom of the second for Wareham.
Gino, doesn't it feel like, and I say feel like, it's a known fact that outside of that Bourne game, the last 5 full games, there just hasn't been that feel and rhythm at all from an inning-by-inning perspective of the Mariners taking the field defensively and then quickly exiting the field. Everything, even if it's a scoreless inning, is taking a very long time.
First pitch to McHugh. This one is blooped into right. A nice play from Broussard on the run to make the head-high catch. He fires home. It's not there in time as Ramirez scores. So that ties things up at 2 apiece. In the bottom of the second, a sac fly from Chris McHugh. Runners on first and second for Wareham. Here's Caden McDonald from the right side. Chmielewski fires home. This one is pulled into left. Back at the wall, it's out of here. Nico Brini went back to the track and just watched it sail over. It's a 3-run homer for Caden McDonald. Wareham up 5-2.
I talked about in the first inning, there was a lot of loud contact coming off Chmielewski, and you kind of felt like there was a ticking time bomb with him picking around the zone, not very confident to attack over the heart of the plate, and he just got beat in the worst way, a no-doubt homer. And this game has completely been flipped upside down after the 2 in the top of the first from Harwich.
McDonald's third home run of the summer. First pitch to Colin Ritchie from the left side. This is inside right at the face. 1 ball, no strikes to Ritchie. Mariners down 5-2 in the bottom of the second after a 3-run homer. 1-0 swing and a miss from Ritchie. Chmielewski trying to get out of this frame. The 1-1. Hits off of Conti's chest. Pitch was outside, 2 balls. Rather, it caught a piece of Ritchie's bat. So 1-2 the count. Chmielewski fires home. Misses low. Wareham has plated 4 in this inning. He's taken the lead, 5-2. 2-strike pitch to Ritchie. Called, strike 3. Third strikeout of the day for Chmielewski. Wareham plates 4 that inning. They take a 5-2 lead heading into the top of the third. We'll be back on the Mariner Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win.
Welcome back to Wareham. This game has been flipped upside down after a 4-run bottom of the second from the Gatemen. They claim the lead, 5-2 over the Harwich Mariners. A 3-run, no doubt, Caden McDonald home run was the staple of the last frame. Time for inning number 3. Good news for Harwich, the top of the order's up. Trey Broussard led off the game and scored on a double. The starter, Daniel Powell, back out there. First pitch to Broussard, a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Gino, you look back to a 4-run inning for Wareham, and when you're writing in the scores in the scorebook, just 1 hit. It was that 3-run home run. There was an error in that inning. 0-1 to Broussard, low and away.
Yeah,
1-1.
The second time we've seen a little bit of a routine pop out just result in runner getting aboard.
2 walks as well. Just these continued trends through this tough stretch right now for Harwich. 1-1. A little bit low with the fastball. Broussard gets ahead 2 balls and 1 strike. But the free passes mixed with errors, a couple hits batsmen. We've already seen 1 tonight. Just not a recipe for winning baseball. Mariners need some offense, trailing by 3. The 2-1 pitch. Dribbled down the first base line into foul territory. Broussard made his way all the way down the first base line, touched the bag, and he'll head back. A 2-2 count to the leadoff man in the third. We're about 15 minutes away, I would estimate, from losing the sun problem. There's a school building, or multiple of them, down the third base line behind the Wareham dugout. And the sun is just teeter-tottering right now on the top edge of it. Everybody, especially the right fielders, are just begging for it to go down. 2-2 to Broussard. The pitch outside. Count goes full.
Broussard talks about how much he loves to start the bats, and he did that in the top of the first, led things off with a double, and eventually scored. Could do it again here.
Powell gets the call, comes home. The payoff pitch, fouled straight back. Trey stays alive. After a snowball inning, like the 4 runs in the bottom of the second from Wareham, you look back to the Mariners' first inning when they had 2 in with just 1 out, runners on the corners, and couldn't cash in. 3-2. Softly hit jam shot, third base side, foul. That was the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Broussard is grinding right now at the plate. Tanner Marsh on deck. These were the 2 guys that got things going in the opening inning for Harwich. 5-2 Wareham leads, nobody on. Another 3-2 to Broussard. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The 3rd strikeout of the night for Daniel Powell, and there's now 1 down in the 3rd.
You got to give credit to Daniel Powell. After a little bit of a shaky first, has really responded well. And it's funny, you know, who knows these guys better than their managers? And Ryan Smythe, crystal balled that. Said he was going to have a little bit of a shaky start, but if we can get through that first, he'll be smooth sailing from here on out.
1 out, nobody on for Marsh. Takes a first pitch fastball upstairs. He's ahead 1-0. Does it get much more accurate than that?
I know, it's just funny.
He said if he can just limit the damage in the first, almost expecting and telling us he's going to struggle. 1-0. Smack down the left field line, foul. And that's exactly what he did. Gave up 3 hits, 4 base runners. He walked Marsh in the inning and gave up just 1 run. D. Kennedy and the Mariners did him a favor by getting back-picked for an out. 1-1 is too tall, 2-1 to Marsh. Kennesaw State product still looking to settle in. 2-1. Crushed into center. Down in the left center gap. 1 hops cut off by the center fielder Cruson. Marsh rounds first, heads to second. A stand-up 1-out double for Marsh and the Mariners in the 3rd.
Remember last time out, Marsh had 4 hits against this Wareham squad last time we were here. And Marsh has slowly become, I'm not going to say a power hitter, but this was a guy that was strictly getting on off of walks or singles. Now he's got a couple of extra base hits. That's his 2nd double of the summer. He's getting some juice behind his swing.
And here's a guy now with Marsh in scoring position who can find extra base hits with the best of them. Runner at second, Mariners down 3, 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Aiden Robbins, the batter. Powell set from the stretch. First pitch, popped up foul. Powell has a good fastball right around 93 on the radar gun. Wareham has seen better crowds than tonight. Just such a hot night here across the bridge. 0-1. In the dirt. Marsh heads to 3rd. No throw. Heady base running from the Mariners shortstop, and he moves over 90 feet. So Harwich has a runner now at 3rd with just 1 out. 1-1 the count to Robbins.
I love that aggressiveness out of Marsh.
Robbins a chance to cut into the deficit here. 1-1. Swing and a miss. A changeup low. Had Robbins out in front. He's now behind 1-2. Robbins in his first at-bat struck out swinging. Named an All-Star, will be playing at YD this weekend representing Harwich. 2-strike pitch. Missed a little bit inside. A borderline take, but a good one. The count's even at 2-2.
That's the thing about Robbins is he said that, he's really adjusted to these wooden bats. I think he's seeing the balls a lot better as well from the start of this summer to now.
Big pitch here. 2-2. Crushed into center field. Going back is Cruson. He's at the track. Out of here! A 2-run shot brings the Mariners within 1 in the top of the third. Aiden Robbins goes the other way to right center field. That ball was murdered.
It's like I said, Robbins has been seeing these pitches so much better. You can tell with some of the pitches he's holding back that are borderline just outside the zone. He's really seeing it well. I mean, he struck out in his last at-bat, but that time just looked dialed, ready to go. And you mentioned it, just murdered that one into right center.
A towering high shot the other direction. Some serious strength from the Mariners' designated hitter. The score is now 5-4 in favor of the Gatemen, but just 1 out, 2 already in the top of the third. The batter is Kyle Wolf. He spits on a ball low, 1-0. Mariner dugout with a new energy, cutting into this lead in no time. 1-0. Wolf gets under this one. Fly ball towards right field. Easton Breifogel is underneath, out number 2. The Robbins home run came off the bat right around 100 at 99 miles an hour, but 405 feet for distance.
Second home run for Robbins this summer.
After the Wolf fly out to right, there's now 2 outs, nobody on, 2 in. In the top of the third, the batter's D. Kennedy. He's 1 for 1 tonight with a single. First pitch. On the inside corner, 0-1. Kennedy didn't like it one bit. Looked like that pitch was a little bit up from our angle, Gino. Nonetheless, Kennedy behind 0-1. Swings and crushes one into center on a line drive. One hops into the center fielder Chase Cruson's mitt. And a 2-out base knock for Kennedy and the Mariners, his second single of the night.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4, Nico Brini from Wofford.
You can tell with a lot of loud and hard-hit contact in this inning, Harwich is starting to tee up Daniel Powell a little bit. 1 on, 2 outs. Mariners down by 1. The batter's Nico Brini. Powell in his 3rd inning of work, now giving up 4 runs. Still has a lead, 5-4. Brini, a left-handed hitter, digs in, first offering. Right down Broadway with the changeup, 0-1. Brini did not offer. In his first plate appearance, he had runners at first and third with 1 out, could not get the job done and drive in a run. He popped out to short. Throw over to first, D. Kennedy back in safely.
There is some action in the Wareham bullpen. It's Tommy Skelding warming up.
You got good eyes, Gino.
That's what I wear contacts for.
1 on, 2 out. Powell comes to the plate. That's inside. The count's even at 1-1. Conti on deck. He was unable to get an at-bat in the first inning, even though Brini was up with runners on the corners and 1 on, because after Brini popped up to the shortstop Ramirez, Kennedy was back-picked because he got too aggressive base running, and they doubled up Harwich. You want to get the red-hot catcher in at-bat here. Another hot Mariner in the left side first. Brini, 1-1 the count, 2 in with 2 out in the third. Runner goes. Bouncing ball right side, coming in as the second baseman. Turner flips to first and just barely beats Brini. He goes head first into the ground, tripped over the bag. He looks to be okay. A bang-bang play, and that's how the top of the third ends. Good hustle from Harwich. We hope that's the last of it, but nonetheless, a 2-run homer from Aiden Robbins. The Mariners are just down by 1. We head to the home half on the Mariners Radio Network.
offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance. 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the...
Aiden Robbins, a spark plug of life for the Harwich Mariners tonight. A 2-run homer in the top of the third. Harwich still down by 1 at Wareham, but 5-4 the score. The Mariners feel right back in this game. Time for the bottom of the third. Mariners starter Tom Chmielewski, making his first start of the summer, has already given up 5 runs, but back out there for inning number 3. Gino, your thoughts on that decision?
I think you got to just continue to trust in your grad student that has got a lot of experience. We've seen some good, we've seen some out of him. It's his first start. I think he can settle in here.
First batter, Colby Turner, takes a fastball down the middle, strike 1.
But I want to see that momentum. It's been back-to-back innings that Chmielewski has struck out the leadoff hitter and then has kind of given away the momentum.
0-1 is smacked into right. Jake Coonan has a beat on it, barely has to move on the hard hit liner, and makes the catch for out number 1.
So that's now 3 straight innings. The leadoff hitter has been retired. Now I want to see this momentum continue. Let's get a 1-2-3 out.
Both innings thus far have had 7 Gatemen come to bat. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the third. First pitch to Vance Shahan, a fastball low, 1-0. How important was that Robbins homer, and not just the aspect of a home run, but getting 2 runs back after a 4-run bottom of the second for Harwich? 1-0 in the dirt.
Oh, it was huge. I mean, after Wareham went on that run in the bottom of the second, 4 runs with a home run of their own, Robbins came over. We're sitting right next to the dugout and looked at us, kind of shook his head. He was ready to go.
2-0, hard hit grounder up the middle. In a way, crosses the second base bag, throws across his body, and got him. Shintaro continues to shine at the second base position for Harwich, and quickly 2 down in the bottom of the third.
Silky shimmy.
He has that play down, going both directions, whether it's crossing his body on the throw to first or that little miniature slide that he does moving towards the first base bag on the glove side. In a way, has been rock solid defensively. First pitch to the 8-hitter, Easton Brayfogle, is a ball inside, 1-0. 2 outs, nobody on. Wareham leads by 1 in the third. 1-0 is low. 2-0. Chmielewski knocking on the door of the first 1-2-3 inning in this game. He kicks and fires, 2-0, chopped foul. He's on the board with the first strike. It's 2-1. Gino, do you think if Chmielewski's able to get out of this third inning, will he go to 4, or will the Mariners phone the bullpen?
I think you could push him to 4.
You think so? A lot of loud contact, including that line out from Turner to start this inning. 2-1 in the dirt. Chmielewski behind 3 balls and 1 strike. Breyfogle 0 for 1 today, struck out swinging in the second.
I think it depends. If he can get out Breyfogle here, then I think it's up for debate.
Trying to find the zone, the 3-1. Ground ball, first base side. Kyle Wolf gloves it, hits off of his glove, now pitches to first. Got him! Chmielewski covered the first base bag. Wolf not able to get it the first time, but knocked it down, stayed with it, and executes for a 1-2-3 inning. The Mariners trail by 1, but have all of the momentum at Spillane Field. We'll go to break. We'll be back for inning number 4 on the Mariners Radio Network.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player. You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Back here across the bridge in Wareham, the Mariners trail by 1 on the road. It's 5-4, Gatemen. The first 1-2-3 inning from this Mariners defense comes in the bottom of the third, and that takes us into top 4. 7, 8, and 9 due up for Harwich. That's Conti, Kunin, and Inouye. All 3 hitless so far tonight. But, Gino, you got to feel that the momentum's starting to flip a little bit after the Robbins homer in the top of the third and then a scoreless frame defensively.
And I think it's going to continue with Conti here.
First pitch to Conti in the dirt. The first call to the bullpen of the night comes from the Gatemen and Ryan Smythe. They go to Tommy Skelding, the right-hander out of Kentucky. The starter, Daniel Powell, clocks in at 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned, 1 walk, and struck out 3. 1-0 is too tall. Conti ahead, 2-0.
Conti's really been feeling confident on a 4-game hit streak. He has really shined this last few games.
2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. He tried to kill that one. 2-1 to Conti. He flew out his first plate appearance to center, but that was a hard hit fly ball. It took the center fielder Chase Cruson all the way back to the warning track. 2-1 the count to the Mariner catcher. Fastball up and in. 3-1. This game has some similarities the last time we were here, Gino. A lot of offense in the first 3 frames.
You're right. 6-5 win for the Mariners in extras.
3-1. Up high, a leadoff walk for Conti and Harwich in the 4th.
Hey, what did I say, Luke? Said Conti was going to keep up the momentum. Maybe I'll go buy a lottery ticket after this or something.
Well, now he's on. You got to get him in. Harwich still down by 1, 5-4. Jake Kunin the batter. Kunin popped up in foul territory to the third baseman Shahan, his first plate appearance. His first look at the reliever Skelding. A Wildcat v. Tiger matchup. Kentucky Wildcat on the mound. Kunin, a Princeton Tiger. First pitch. Smacked up the middle and a diving stop, but the play is not made from the shortstop Chris Ramirez. He kept it in front from getting into the outfield, and that's a hit for Jake Kunin. Conti able to get to second before the throw.
Just unfortunate there for Ramirez as he dove to his left. He thought he had it, and it just got out of his glove. Even Conti was a little hesitant, like, oh, I might need to run back to first. Then realized it was out of his glove because Ramirez shot up and was looking all around for it. That gave Conti enough time to get to second and Kunin to first.
A big hit for Jake Kunin. He needed that one. First and second, nobody out in the top of the fourth for Harwich. The 9-hole hitter Shintaro Inoue is up. Left-handed hitting Inoue waits for the first pitch. Skelding steps off, looks Conti back to second before addressing the batter. Inoue had a fabulous play defensively in the previous half inning. See if he can keep up that momentum now and flip it to the offensive side. 2 on, nobody out. The Mariners down by 1. Skelding comes home. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Inoue struck out his first time up in the top of the second inning. That ended the frame. We've seen the Mariners, at least in multiple situations this summer, with first and second, nobody out, decide to lay down a sacrifice bunt to advance the runners. Doesn't look like that's the case here with Shintaro. 0-1. In the dirt, jumps up, but Hunter Carnes, the catcher, able to keep it in front, 1-1. The runners go nowhere. Inoue digs back in. Skelding looking for the first out of the inning. 1-1. Ground ball right side. Off one hop, the first baseman, Chris McHugh, keeps it in front. The pitcher, Skeldings, comes over, flips it to beat Inoue at the bag. A chaotic out number 1, but both runners able to advance for Harwich, and well done, Chris McHugh at first base.
Yeah, it's one thing to knock it down, but it's another to know where the ball goes, right? It's all in a blip, and you've got so much time because Inoue's booking it for first. So to have the calmness and the wherewithal to take a deep breath and look around and find it in a timely manner, that's pretty good stuff from McHugh over on first.
Harwich hitting the ball hard off Tommy Skelding. 2 in scoring position for Trey Broussard in the top of the order. Just 1 out in the fourth. First pitch to Broussard, a high chopper up the middle, and it gets through. 2 will score on the RBI single from Trey Broussard, and the Mariners seesaw back on top. It's 6-5 in the fourth.
It just looked like a little bit of miscommunication from Ramirez and Turner, the 2 middle infielders, as they were crisscrossing, looked at each other thinking that one was going to get it and the other was going to kind of play it off, but just split it right through him.
That's Trey's second hit of the ball game. He continues to prove why he's a deserving all-star night in and night out. He's getting on base multiple times a game. He's at first base. They check on it. He dives back in head first. Harwich takes the lead after being down 5-2. In the second inning, it's now 6-5 in the fourth. Tanner Marsh, the batter. Another throw over to first. Broussard back in time. First pitch to Marsh. Runner goes, fastball in there, throw to second, not in time. It pulled the shortstop Chris Ramirez away from the second base bag, across the bag towards the first base line. No play on Broussard, and a runner in scoring position for the Mariners in the fourth. 1 out, Broussard at second, 2 already in. 0-1 the count to Tanner Marsh. Righty-on-righty matchup with Skelding out of the bullpen. Oh, 1. In the dirt, Carnes able to keep it in front, 1-1. Aiden Robbins on deck. We know what he did his last time up, a 406-foot home run in the third inning. That triggered this Mariners comeback, and they're not done yet. A 6-5 lead for Harwich in the top of the fourth. Broussard at second, Marsh the batter. He's 1 for 1 tonight with a double. The pitch, up and in, 2-1.
This part of the order has been dangerous for the Mariners. This 1, 2, 3, I mean, all stacked hitters.
Another high-scoring game here at Spillane Park. 2-1. Low with the fastball. Marsh ahead, 3 balls and 1 strike. Marsh walked and scored in the first, and then doubled and scored in the third, trying to reach base in just 3 tries tonight. 3-1 the count. Scouting finds the zone on the inside corner. The count goes full, 3-2.
That's the thing about Marsh is he's a very patient hitter. He's not someone that likes to jump at pitches. He waits and draws out these at-bats.
Scouting working from the stretch. A deep breath. The payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. Marsh walks for the second time today. He's reached in all 3 plate appearances.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 24, Aiden Robbins from the University of Texas.
Marsh takes first base. The pitching coach, Eric Luxus, is out from the Wareham bench. First and second, 1 out. A 6-5 Harwich lead in the top of the fourth. The batter's Aiden Robbins. Kyle Wolf's on deck, licking his chops. Harwich is seeing something and seeing it well out of the right-hander Skelding. He's come in and seen 5 Mariners, and 4 have reached in the fourth.
Yeah, the Mariners just riding the momentum. You got to give a lot of credit to Tanner Marsh back in the third after he notched a double after Broussard, the leadoff man, struck out. That was right after, if you remember in the bottom of the second, Mariners gave up 4. Then you have Broussard striking out, but Marsh says, hold on, let me get some momentum right back. Gets a double. He ends up scoring off the home run from Robbins. And since then, you talked about it, Luke, it's been all Mariner baseball.
Well, here's Robbins. First and second, 1 out. He's 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer in the third tonight. First pitch. Up and in, 1-0. A-Rob with all the confidence in the world in this righty-righty matchup, coming off the no-doubt homer. Broussard at second, Marsh at first. Just 1 out, the 1-0. That finds the inside corner, 1-1. Harwich sucked all the crowd momentum out of this game and support for the home Gatemen. But now 2 in the third and 2 already in the fourth. The 1-1. Popped up foul. Robbins behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gino, after a lackluster performance offensively the last 2 nights, the Mariners have just 5 runs in their past 3 games. What have you seen tonight?
Just foot on the gas. I mean, Steve Englert is very vocal, saying to fight for every pitch. Let's settle in here. Let's keep fighting. That's been the message.
2-strike pitch. Runners go. Ground ball left side. Double play is out of the picture. Shortstop Ramirez flips to first. Out number 2. Good base running from Harwich. Avoids a double play. And now second and third for the cleanup man, Kyle Wolf. 2 outs in the inning.
Very smart base running. You touched on it, Luke. But a nice job from Robbins to make contact. Advance the runners. Now there's 2 outs. And here's Kyle Wolf, one of the leaders in RBIs on the team. So we'll see if he can add to that list here.
Kyle Wolf moved into the cleanup position tonight. Had a hit last night against the Firebirds. A chance to blow this one open. 2 in scoring position. First pitch to Wolf. A fastball clips the top of the zone, 0-1. Kyle Wolf tonight, 1 for 2. He singled on a tapper down the third base line in the first inning and then flew out to right in the third. No bigger time for a hit right here. Marsh at second, Broussard at third. 2 down in the fourth. The 0-1. Smack down the left side of the infield. Chris Ramirez is there at short, and he makes the play. So back-to-back groundouts to short and the fourth inning. But not before the Mariners score 2 on the 2 RBI single from Trey Broussard, and Harwich leads 6-5. We head to the home half of the fourth on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're...
Welcome back to Spillane Field in Wareham. The Mariners take the lead in the top half of the fourth. It's 6-5 Harwich over the Gatemen. First pitch of the bottom of the fourth is a swing and a foul off the bat of Chris Ramirez. The Harwich left-handed starter Tom Chmielewski back out there for his fourth inning of action. He's given up 3 hits, but 5 runs tonight on the road. 0-1. Inside, 1-1. He'll be dealing with 9, 1, and 2 in the Gatemen order. First time in a while for Chmielewski, all the way back to the bottom of the first, that he's pitching with a lead. Ball upstairs, 2-1.
And I like this move to leave Chmielewski out there. I mean, he had a 1-2-3 inning at the bottom of the third. I know you said one of those flyouts was hard contact, but
2-1. Weak fly ball down the right field line. That goes foul, 2-2.
I think you just got to trust in him, right? If this is a guy that's a rising grad student at UNC, I mean, if he thinks he can keep going, then you got to trust that. This is a guy that, you know, he's been around a while. He knows what he's capable of, and when he needs to say, okay, I'm done.
2-2. Bouncing ball towards short. Marsh charging in and makes the play on the move, out number 1. 1 up, 1 down in the fourth. Chmielewski able to come back out for inning number 4 because of a quick 1-2-3 third. Looking to do the same. He retires Ramirez. The lineup turns over for the leadoff man, Chase Cruson. Cruson is 0 for 1 tonight, but walked and scored in the second inning.
Now, this is the part of the order, Luke, that is going to be a test for Chmielewski. This top part of the order for Wareham has been dangerous.
First pitch to Cruson, a strike low. Excuse me, a fastball low. 1-0. Something about Wareham, Gino. Maybe it's just the air across the bridge, but I got to wake up a little bit over here. Not that I'm tired or sleepy, but second pitch. He got it up that time. That nails the bottom part of the zone, 1-1.
You could use a blue raspberry slushy they sell here. Get your sugar intake, Luke.
Well, that's what we're going to do. Another slushy review coming up. The 1-1. Cruson shows bunt. Doesn't make contact. The pitch was a strike on the outside corner. And Chmielewski is ahead. 1-2, 1 out. Nobody on in the bottom of the fourth. The Mariners lead 6-5. 2-strike pitch. Ground ball to second. Shintaro Inoue lets it come to him and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down. Chmielewski finding a rhythm here in the fourth. That brings up the catcher Hunter Carnes. Yet to record an official plate appearance tonight. He's 0 for with 2 walks, but 2 runs.
Just those mistakes, those free bags, Chmielewski's just got to cut down on.
First pitch to Carnes. A swing and a foul into the Wareham dugout, 0-1. Everyone's all right over there. And I think everyone is finally all right now that the sun is down. The school building is in protection mode, Gino. But you know what that means? Another beast has woken up. When that sun goes down, here come the mosquitoes at Spillane Field. I mean, they hide from us, and we get pelted with sunlight just in our eyes on every pitch. And then it's like, okay, we have survived the first mission of this ballpark.
It's the waves, yeah.
1-1 pitch. Chopped down the third base line, foul. Chmielewski, 1 pitch away from the second consecutive 1-2-3 inning.
It's like the 2 waves, right? You get through the first wave of the sunlight in your eyes, and then second wave, if you survived past the sunlight, well, now you got the mosquitoes.
We got hit with the third wave the last time we were here with extra innings. And that's just when all of it comes together. 2-strike pitch. An emergency swing and a foul. Hunter Carnes stays alive.
But we came prepared today, Luke. We're both sweating it out a little bit. It was an 85-degree day, but we're both in pants. We brought quarter zips, jackets in case we got to protect the arms.
I mean, we have enough bug spray to kill somebody, too. I mean, double fisting on our way in. Off, you should buy that stock if you live around the Wareham area. 1-2 pitch, another foul. Our producer Dave was all set up before we got here. The Mariner ball boy getting a good hustle. Shout out from the Gatemen crowd. You got to love it. Harwich up 6-5. Nobody on. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Hunter Carnes behind 1-2. The pitch roped down the third base line, and Kennedy snags it out of the air for the 3rd out of the inning. For the 2nd consecutive time, Chmielewski puts the Gatemen down in order. Harwich protects the lead in the 4th. We head to 5 on the Mariners Radio Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome.
Welcome back to Spillane Field here in Wareham as the sun sets on a beautiful evening here on Cape Cod. Or I should say maybe right off of Cape Cod. 80 degrees with a little bit of a breeze blowing in from the outfield to home. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. 5-6-7 due up for the Mariners in the top of the fifth. Mariners up by 1, 6-5. It's D. Kennedy leading things off, trying to keep the momentum on his side. New man on the mound for the Gatemen. First pitch misses inside at the feet for ball 1. Hudson Rowan, a rising sophomore out of Florida State. Left-hander. Fires home the 1-0 against the righty Kennedy. This one ground ball to short off the first hop. Ramirez is there. Throws to first for McHugh. He's pulled off the bag, but applies the tag to the back of Kennedy as he was running through. One away in the top of the fifth. Hudson Rowan, 6'1", 209 pounds, out of Panama City, Florida. 4.02 ERA so far this summer in his 8th appearance. A 2-1 record, 8 hits, 7 earned runs, 12 walks, and 16 strikeouts. As he shakes off the first signal and fires home against the lefty Brini. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
A chance for Harwich to separate themselves here. It's the top of the fifth inning. You have a lead. Another pitcher in the third of the night for Wareham. Try and get to Rowan and extend the 1-run advantage.
Here's the 0-1 to Brini. This one is lined through the right side between McHugh and Turner. The first and second baseman gets to the outfield. Breifogel has some issues fielding. Brini takes off for second. He's there diving. Nico Brini, selfish with the bags. He always wants more. Showing off that speed as well. So with one away in the top of the fifth, Brini in scoring position. That brings up Matt Conti in the 7th spot.
Unbelievable awareness. And what's new? Nico Brini grinding out an extra base hit. He's a heady base runner. He's as fast as they come. And I like this lefty-righty matchup for Conti.
First pitch to Conti. Misses low for ball 1. So Brini, 3 straight games with a hit. As he reaches for the first time today. The 1-0 to Conti. Misses outside, gets away from Carnes. Brini easily to third. And just like that, the Mariners 90 feet away from tacking on another run. 6-5 Mariners, top of the fifth. Brini on third with Conti up to bat. He was walked his last plate appearance, and before that, flied out. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs. 3-0 the count to Conti. Hudson Rowan adjusting his belt on the mound. Just trying to settle in here.
I don't mind giving Conti the green light in this 3-0 scenario. There's already 1 out in the inning. You have Brini at third. The infield's in. If Conti can do what he typically does and drive the ball to the outfield, the 3-0 might be the best pitch to hit. Rowan's staring a 4-pitch walk right in the face, and he's got to locate the zone, so I think Conti might get a center cut fastball here and just do his job.
Conti on a 4-game hitting streak, trying to extend it to 5. Buckled up for a pitch to hit. Here's the 3-0. Misses low. So a 4-pitch walk to Conti. He chucks his bat over towards the Mariner dugout. Runners on the corners with just 1 out in the top of the fifth.
Conti's game is really coming together, Gino, as the bat has waken up a little bit. Now he's getting on base, his 2nd walk of the night. So much more of a tougher guy to address for the opposition on the rubber. They're picking around Matt Conti, and for good reason.
Here's Jake Coonan as Hunter Carnes, the catcher, steps in front of home plate and addresses his infield. Taps his left wrist and then his chest, motioning a signal to his infield. Lefty on righty. Rowan fires home to Coonan. First pitch misses low.
It's a big at-bat for not only the Harwich Mariners, but the morale of Jake Coonan. He singled and scored in the fourth, so has a hit tonight. Maybe the monkey off his back. He's been slumping for a long while now, but 2-1, a chance to do some damage.
1-0. This is low again. 2 balls, no strikes. The Wareham pitching has struggled, and that's why Carnes is out from behind home plate to trot to the mound and talk with his reliever. Daniel Powell started things off, went for 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 earned runs, as well as a walk and 3 strikeouts. Then Tommy Skelding came in, went just 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 earned runs, and 2 walks. And now here's Hudson Rowan. He's faced 3 Mariner batters so far. He's given up a hit, a walk, and has recorded a ground down. The 2-0 to Coonan. Whistles outside.
Now this situation's a little bit different because Hudson Rowan just can't find the zone. You got to make him throw you a strike.
Coonan knows that. He digs in for the 3-0 in the dirt. Ball 4. 2 walks on 8 pitches. Loads the bases for the Mariners. Here's Shintaro Inoue, who gets set from the left side. So Coonan on first after the walk. Conti on second after the walk. Brini started the momentum in this frame. He singled, advanced to second off of a fielding error to Breifogel in right, and then got to third off of a wild pitch. As the first offering for Shintaro Inoue, right down the middle for strike 1. Bristol Carter on deck, pinch hitting for Trey Broussard, the 0-1. This is inside at the knees. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 5th. Mariners up by just 1. Inoue trying to bring home something here, the 0-1. Check swing, appeal down the first base line. Says he went. So 1-2 the count. Scoreboard here at Spillane a little bit behind. I got to start trusting in myself here. The 1-2. This one is grounded to second. Turner flips to second. The throw to first. It's not there. Inoue beats it out. He brings home Brini from third. The Mariners plate another run. They're up 7-5.
Did his job. Now you just keep him coming. Lineup turns over. Pinch hitter here in Bristol Carter coming to hit for Broussard. Take these opportunities with runners on and just pound at the Gatemen, because if Harwich offense can go up by 2 or 3 runs, they should be able to trust in their back-end relievers to shut the door the rest of the way.
First pitch to the righty, Carter takes for a strike. Carter nods his head, puckers his lips, and says, okay, now I know what to expect. The 0-1, up high. Talked to Carter before the game, and this is somebody that is really trying to find his groove, and he's had some really good games here on the Cape, but trying to find that consistency. Is the 1-1, a wave and a whiff. That consistency on a nightly basis. Carter batting with just a 1.76 average. Currently down 1-2. Conti on third. The pitch. Fouled straight back. The Wareham crowd yelling out to the reliever, Hudson Rowan, trying to get him to settle in and end this frame. The 1-2. Inoue advances to second. This one is a ground ball to third. Shahan there, sidearms to first across the diamond and beats out the speedy Bristol Carter and ends the frame. Mariners plate one after Nico Brini was brought home by Shintaro Inoue. Mariners up 7-5. We head to the home half of the fifth. We'll be back on the Mariner Radio Network.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the Rental Source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
When you need to dig, lift,
Time now for the home half of the fifth. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Mariners Radio Network. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. 3-4-5 due up for the Gatemen as they currently trail the Harwich Mariners 7-5. Chris McHugh leading things off, the first baseman, followed by Caden McDonald, the DH. McDonald has been red hot. He's got 2 hits, including a 3-run homer in his last at-bat. And you have Colin Ritchie in the hole. And so this is a little bit of a dangerous part of the order for the Gatemen, with the Mariners going to a new arm to try and fight their way through this inning. It's Tanner Duke on the mound after Tom Chmielewski went for 4 innings, gave up 3 hits on 4 earned runs, 3 walks, as well as 3 strikeouts. Tanner Duke, the right-hander, out of Kansas State, stares down the righty Chris McHugh and gets set for the first pitch. Here's the offering. Misses low for ball 1. A back-and-forth game here at Spillane Field. The Mariners scored the first 2 of the day in the top of the first. Wareham responded with 1 in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-0 to McHugh. Outside.
I want to give a lot of credit to Chmielewski. He retired in order the last 6 batters he saw tonight. Was able to make the most of a start where he gave up 4 in the second inning.
The 2-0. Outside. So Duke struggling to locate the zone. In just his second appearance on the mound this summer. Readies the glove at the face. Winds and fires the 3-0. It's the lower edge for strike 1. But in the second inning, Wareham scored 4 runs. They had a 5-2 lead heading into the third. And from there, the Mariners have scored the last 5. 3-1, this one's pulled foul past the third base. And just like that, Duke has fought back. 1 pitch away from retiring McHugh. And recording his first strikeout of the evening.
I think it would be in the Mariners' benefit to speed this game up, start working a little bit quicker.
Payoff pitch. This one is pushed down the right side. Inoue's there, throws to first. It's not in time. That ball had some carry on it, brought Inoue into the outfield grass over on the right side as he was drifting towards the first base. Got it out of his glove, and as he was side-arming to first, McHugh beats it out.
McHugh's off to a marvelous start tonight. 2 for 2, but in all 3 plate appearances, has done his job. Had a 2 RBI double in the first, a sacrifice fly RBI in the second, and now a leadoff hit in the fifth.
Here's the righty, Caden McDonald. First pitch he watches sail outside for ball 1.
This Wareham team is not going to quit. You date back to July 5th, an 11-7 loss against Falmouth. Their team was embarrassed. Their manager, Ryan Smythe, told us, Gino, they made 7 errors in that game, and from that point out, they've started to value every at-bat.
1-0, down the middle for strike 1. Yeah, it was a little bit of, as Ryan Smythe put it, an embarrassing moment. Everyone had a heart-to-heart. He said it became more than just summer ball from that point on, and since they've lost just 1 game. The 1-1 skips in the dirt well ahead of home plate, and that advances McHugh to second. Wild pitch that time from Duke. Ricocheted about 2 feet, 3 feet in front of the dish, and then launched over the head of Conti, who is obviously crouching. So with a 2-1 count to McDonald, no outs with McHugh on second. Duke comes set. Looks back, and now fires home the 2-1. Outside.
This cannot become a consistent trend as Conti runs out to talk to Duke, where we've seen it throughout this losing stretch of baseball the last week and a half, Gino, where the Mariners will have a lead or they'll generate runs offensively to try and come back into a ball game, and then they go to the bullpen and it's nothing but pitches outside of the zone. When you have a lead, you have all the momentum, you need to just continue to pound the zone with strikes and force the Gatemen to beat you. And right now from Duke, the first 2 batters, a lot of pitches away.
Trying to settle in here. The 3-1, swing and a miss. Strike 2, right on cue, Luke.
Huge pitch there, went to the fastball.
Duke takes a deep breath. His shoulders rise and now drop as he looks back at second. Fires the payoff pitch. Just a little low, ball 4. Caden McDonald, the star 2-way player, listed as the designated hitter today. He's also spent some time on the mound this summer. He's made 6 appearances, 4.32 ERA, and so far in today's game, he's got 2 hits, including a 3-run homer back in the second, as well as a walk. So runners on first and second. Here's Colin Ritchie from the left side. Duke looks back at second to McHugh, now fires home. This one is flared foul, left field side. And so an 0-1 count.
So Duke ahead off the first pitch. We'll see what he does with it here. You know, I haven't seen a Mariner double play in a long time. Throw that out there.
Mariners would love to have that right now. Still no outs. Here's the 0-1. Low. Conti traps the ball with his mitt and then deals it back to the mound. Duke comes set. Ritchie 0 for 2 on the day. That pitch finds the zone on the inside edge. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Each of the batters that Duke has faced this inning, he's got him to 2 strikes. But still waiting for that first punch out. The 1-2 in the dirt. Skips ahead of home plate. Conti moved to his left. The ball ricocheted off his chest protector and then rolled down the third base line a few feet. Conti sprung up and made sure no runners went. McDonald on first, McHugh on second. With no outs, bottom of the 5th. Mariners up by 2. The 2-2 pitch. Just misses outside off the breaking ball.
So after being ahead 1-2, you pick around, and now you're facing a potential 1 miss away from walking the bases loaded.
Payoff. Misses. inside at the elbows. And that loads the bases. Back-to-back walks from Tanner Duke. Still no outs, bottom of the 5th. Hunter Dilworth out from the Mariners dugout. I would imagine, Luke, this is just kind of to calm down his reliever.
You got to tell him what to focus on. You can't come into a game in the middle innings and treat it like a tie game in the bottom of the 9th. There are certain situations on when to be extremely pristine and rely on having your best stuff, but the bottom of the 5th on the road of game 22, or where are we, 25 tonight in Wareham, is not one of them. You have a lead for, it feels like the first time in a long time after Harwich has scored the last 5 runs of the game, and you go to the bullpen after Chmielewski was in a rhythm. You need strikes, and putting guys on every base now without an out is the worst way to do that.
Duke made his debut for the Mariners back on July 12th against Brewster. Went just an inning. Gave out 3 strikeouts, no hits, no runs, and no walks. Bases loaded as we resume play. No outs, bottom of the 5th. Colby Turner from the right side. First pitch in there for strike 1, right on the inside edge. Turner, one of 3 All-Stars in this Wareham order. The other 2 being Chase Cruson and Hunter Carnes, the 1 and 2 hitters. The 0-1. Misses again at the waist. 1 ball, 1 strike. And when I say again, I mean it just seems like anytime Duke throws a nice couple of pitches, it's another couple of pitches that are outside.
Just missed on that one. He wanted it too.
Duke takes a deep breath. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
That was a good pitch. Went away, and well away, to a right-handed hitter. That pitch ended up near the left-handed batter's box. So Duke ahead 1-2. I would stay aggressive. I know the bases are loaded and you don't want to give up a run. But he's been too picky here in the 5th.
The 1-2. Bounced at the plate, foul over by Wareham's dugout.
Something about playing here, these 2 teams, they score a lot of offense, and these games go by extremely slow, Gino. 12 runs, we haven't even played 5 innings. The bases are loaded with nobody out.
First pitch was at 6 o'clock. The 1-2 to the righty, Turner. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A nice low breaking ball that time from Duke. First hitter retired for Wareham in this inning, but you're still looking up the mountain, but it's a sign of life for the Mariner defense. You got the bases loaded, bottom of the 5th. Mariners trying to protect a 2-run lead. Here's Vance Shahan. He gets set from the right side. First pitch, outside.
Shahan has grounded out in both plate appearances tonight.
Shahan starts with a very narrow stance. And then as the pitch comes home, takes his left foot, his front foot, and drives it forward. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Tried to do too much with that swing, was way behind the fastball.
So Ritchie on first, McDonald on second, McHugh on third. The 1-1 to Shahan. Line foul.
Huge pitch coming up. You rung up Turner with the bases loaded and 1 out, and now you get ahead of Shahan, who's 0 for tonight. You're looking to stay low, but especially away to the right-handed hitter, and try and get a ground ball to the right side. You can either come home or quickly turn 2.
Duke gets set, the 1-2. Tapped foul
That's
right
a
at
good
the plate.
pitch. That's a really good pitch.
Duke has gotten all of his batters face to 2 strikes. Now his 5th batter in this frame. Here's the 1-2. Skied high off the high heat, and it tails foul, first base side. So Shahan stays alive with a 1-2 count and 1 out. Bases loaded, bottom of the 5th. Duke set to deliver another pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball misses high. Mariner dugout, yelling out towards Duke. Just for him to settle in here. Just his second appearance on the mound this summer. The 2-2. Soft bouncer straight to the mound. Duke's there to field it to home. Conti records the second out and retires the leadoff runner.
Another massive at-bat. Tanner Duke is battling. The bases loaded with nobody out. Now there's 2 down, yet to sacrifice a run. Is 1 out away, 1 pitch away, to be frank, and he's dealing with the bottom of the order. This could be an unbelievable job of avoiding traffic on the bases if he's able to get Brayfogle.
Brayfogle from the left side. Base is still loaded. First pitch. This one is flared. Foul.
That's been the key. If you look at the 3 batters who reached, Duke threw a first pitch ball to McHugh, McDonald, and Ritchie, and then he came back, like you mentioned, to get into a 2-strike count, but it felt like he was behind, and then lost him. Now on the last 3, he's gotten ahead.
The 0-1. Skied foul.
This would be a huge boost for the Mariners. We talked about 5 consecutive runs without an answer from Wareham. They have a 2-run lead. It feels like the Gatemen are going to get it all right back here in the bottom of the 5th. He is 1 strike away right now from this Mariner dugout going ballistic and the rest of the defense rallying behind him.
Duke, a rising senior out of Kansas State. He's been in moments like this before, trying to get out of it. The 0-2 with 2 outs to Brayfogle. This is low.
That was a good pitch. You could tell that that's where Conti was set up in an 0-2 count, wanted to get Brayfogle to chase. Conti gave him the point with the mitt and said, that's a good one. Let's go there again.
Brayfogle 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out in his first at-bat. The 1-2. High and outside.
So this is the big pitch here, Gino. He's already walked 2 in this inning. When he gets picky, he can really start working away and out of the zone. You don't want to get to a 3-2 situation, potentially walking a run in, but also the runners would be on the move if he misses here.
Bases loaded, bottom of the 5th. Mariners up by 2. 2 outs. The 2-2 to Brayfogle. Just outside.
That's another borderline pitch in this inning. Not too many calls going in the direction of Tanner Duke, but he's battling right now. Runners will go here.
3-2 the count now. Steve Angler yelling out from the dugout. 3-2. Popped up foul.
This is a moment of the game that, although it's been high scoring and back and forth, and you would like to expect more offense moving forward, this is going to be a pitch that you look back on depending on the result. Does the 5th inning stay alive? Does Wareham cut into this lead, if not tie it up on a base hit? Or can Duke strand 3?
Well, here we go. Duke delivers a 3-2. Popped up, foul territory, left field side, and out of play.
That was the 7th pitch of this at-bat, Gino. Got to give credit to Brayfogle. 0 for tonight, but really battling in an important spot.
Give credit to Brayfogle, give credit to Duke. 2 competitors going at it. Duke takes a deep breath. The 3-2. Hard ground ball to short. Marsh scoops it off his left hip. The throw to first. Not there. That scores 2 for Wareham. After Brayfogle beat out the throw from Marsh, it was a bang-bang play. Marsh did an excellent job of fielding off the hop, collected it right off his left hip, and got that ball out of his glove in a haste. But Jeff Marzell, standing right next to the bag, said Breyfogle beat it out. So a 2 RBI single for Ethan Breyfogle ties this game up at 7 apiece. Runners on first and second. Here's the 9-spot hitter, Christopher Ramirez.
That's just good baseball. It was a good at-bat. It was a good pitch. It was a nice play from Marsh to even glove it. And then good base running all around to beat it out at first, but also to score 2. McDonald scored as well.
First pitch to Ramirez, outside.
We should just expect the next time these two teams to meet, Gino, for it to be another just killer ball game. Feels like every single time the Gatemen and Mariners square off. A, it's high scoring, and B, it's tight.
The 1-0. High and tight. 2 balls, no strikes. But you're right, Luke. 2 of the 3 games between these two teams have been decided off of just 1 run.
We should also pack our breakfast for the next day because we're already over 2 hours and haven't played 5 innings. This is the exact same as it was the last time we were here.
And right on cue, as the sun sets, the mosquitoes now coming out. Having to wipe a few off my arm. Dave, our producer, rocking the khaki shorts. Are you getting bit up, Dave? Yeah, he nods his head. So we resume action, the 2-0. Misses low. Just before that pitch, Shintaro Inoue, the second baseman, came in to talk with Duke on the mound, just to settle him in, give him some words of encouragement. Pitch. It's the inner edge, first strike of the count. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Runners on first and second for Wareham. Tie ball game at 7 apiece. Righty on righty. The 3-1. Called strike 2. Just off that bottom edge. So runners will go here. A 3-2 count with 2 outs. Duke comes set. Looks back at second. Payoff pitch. This one is drilled into right, down for a hit. Here comes Shahan, rounds past third. He dives in and he's safe. Coonan from right with a nice throw down to the plate. Conti applied the tag, but Shahan touched the bag with his left toe. And so Wareham takes the lead in the bottom of the 5th. And they did it all with 2 outs. Runners on the corners for the Gatemen. Bottom of the 5th, back to the top of the order we go. It's Chase Cruson from the left side. First pitch misses. Duke looks back at first to Ramirez. 1-0. This is outside. Duke in his 8th batter faced. Came in this inning. Relieved Tom Chmielewski. The 2-0. Skied shallow center. Bristol Carter in. He gets called off by the shortstop Tanner Marsh, who makes the 3rd out of the frame. Well, Wareham came storming back in that frame. Plated 3 and took the lead. It's now 8-7, Gatemen on top of the Mariners. We head to the top of the 6th on the Mariner Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us we're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses.
Time for the top of the six in a high-scoring ball game here at Spillane Field in Wareham. We welcome you back on the Mariner Radio Network. I'm Gino Antamarino. 2-3-4 due up for the Mariners in this frame. A stacked part of the order for the Mariners. Tanner Marsh leading things off. He's got a double, 2 walks, and 2 runs. Followed by Aiden Robbins on deck. He's got a 2-run bomb. His 3rd home run of the summer. That was back in the 3rd. And then Kyle Wolf in the hole. He's got a hit today. First pitch to Tanner Marsh. Misses outside for ball 1. Hudson Rowan in his 2nd inning of work. He's given up just 1 hit as well as a run. Lefty on righty. Second pitch rather. And a line out right to the mound. What a catch from Rowan. It was a low liner that was just inches from the dirt. Rowan dropped down and hauled it in right at his feet. And so a 2-pitch line out to Tanner Marsh. There's 1 away in the top of the 6th. Time now for Aiden Robbins from the right side. It's been a back-and-forth game from start to now. First pitch to Robbins, the righty. In there for a strike. Harwich scored the first 2. Then Wareham scored 1. That was in the 1st. Then Wareham scored 4 in the bottom of the 2nd. They took the lead. Here's the 0-1. Outside. Then from there, the Mariners in the next 3 frames scored a combined 5 runs. And a 7-5 lead just moments ago. It's a wave and a whiff to Robbins. So a 1-2 count with 1 away. And then Wareham just plated 3 in the bottom of the 5th. The 1-2 to Robbins, a swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Hudson Rowan. There's 2 away in the top of the 6th. And here's Kyle Wolf from the right side.
If Rowan's able to get Wolf, this is the kind of shutdown inning that the Mariners have been looking for all night. The second you take a lead in a game, there's no better way to assert yourself in a position to potentially go on and win than to shut them down on the mound the next frame.
First pitch to Wolf misses outside. Wolf has 1 hit today. It was back in the 1st. A fly out and a ground out were his last 2 plate appearances. 1-0. Swung on and missed. Wolf steps out of the box. Takes a couple of deep breaths. Adjusts his helmet and digs back in. The pitch outside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Kyle Wolf. No base runners for the Mariners in the top of the 6th with 2 away. Lefty on righty as Rowan fires home. This one is lasered into right. Breifogel back and makes the head high grab a few feet in front of the track for out 3. 1-2-3 frame for the Mariners offense. A line out, a strikeout, and a flyout. We head to the home half of the 6 on the Mariners Radio Network.
Offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the...
Bottom of the 6 here at Spillane Field in Wareham. Thanks so much for joining us on the Mariner Radio Network. Alongside Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino. A high-scoring affair, 8-7. Wareham leads Harwich. Bottom of the 6, and a new arm on the mound for the Mariners. It's Thomas Shirtleff. Relieves Tanner Duke after he came in the last inning. So just went 1 frame, gave up 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. But Luke, Duke threw 47 pitches in that frame.
Just felt like an inning that was never going to end, but at one point when the bases were loaded with nobody out, Duke recorded back-to-back outs without giving up a run, and we were on the edge of our seats, seeing if the Mariners were going to escape the inning scoreless. But it was a clutch hit from Breyfogle, the 2 RBI single, and then the Gatemen took the lead. So trouble for Harwich. They're down, and they bring in a perfect guy to quickly get you back in the batter's box in Thomas Shirtleff.
A rising senior out of UPenn in his 6th appearance on the Cape. He's got a 1.50 ERA. You talk about command. Shirt, the right-handed pitcher, has just that. First pitch to Hunter Carnes from the right side. Thought about swinging, held off, a ball low. 2-3-4 due up for the Gatemen. Hunter Carnes, the catcher, leading things off with Chris McHugh on deck, the first baseman. And in the hole, the DH, Caden McDonald. A strong part of the order for the Gatemen. We'll see if Thomas Shirtleff can stand tall. Takes a deep breath and fires home the 1-0. Right down the middle off the fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Carnes. Carnes has walked twice and has scored twice so far today. The 1-1. Fouled straight back.
Thomas Shirtleff, for the guys who have been here for the entire summer, has been my favorite Mariner to just watch operate. He's so deliberate. He's always in a hurry, but never moving too fast.
The Medfield Mass product. Comes set. The 1-2. In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Doesn't let anything faze him, whether it's runners on, a call that doesn't go his way. He's just always ready for the next pitch.
No outs in the bottom of the 6. The 2-2 comes home. Skied behind the dish and out of play. Got to give credit to Wareham. They have battled back after being down 7-5 just a couple innings ago. They scored 3 in the bottom of the 5th and took back the lead. Here's the 2-2. This one is pushed into right, down for a hit. Hunter Carnes with his first hit of the day, and it's a leadoff single in the bottom of the 6th.
Just a strong piece of hitting right there, Gino. A 2-2 count, a really good pitch. He didn't try and do too much, just pushed it the other direction, like you said, and a leadoff base runner for the already leading Gatemen in the 6th.
These at-bats have been tough. I mean, just a lot of extended at-bats, a lot of foul balls. It's been tough on these Mariner pitchers. Shirtliff looks to have the memory of a goldfish. He comes set, fires home to Chris McHugh. In there for strike 1. McHugh, 2 hits today with 2 RBIs as well as a double. The 0-1. Down the middle, strike 2. It's like I said before this inning started. This is a tough part of the order due up for Wareham. If Thomas Shirtliff can be injected at this part and do well, I mean, that says a lot. The 0-2. Check swing, no appeal, just misses upstairs. First ball of the count. Wareham comes into today on a 5-game winning streak. The reason has been because of this offense. The 1-2. Fouled straight back. Ryan Smythe, the manager, in his 3rd season, said that we reached a point back on July 5th in an 11-4 loss to Falmouth, where the team gave up 7 errors that we just really looked at ourselves in the mirror and had to address. The 1-2 just misses outside.
Hey, real close 1-5.
Smythe said that was the turning point. We had a heart-to-heart with everybody on the team. It became more than just summer ball. And since then, Wareham has lost just 1 game. The 2-2 popped up down the first base line. Kyle Wolf trots over towards the Mariner dugout as this one tails out of play. But just like that, Luca, a lot of fighting off pitches, staying alive. It's been tough on these Mariner arms.
Doesn't matter who it's been out of the bullpen. And it comes with fatigue and guys, seeing these pitchers for a 2nd and 3rd time over the summer, but nothing is coming as easy as it once was.
2-2 upstairs.
The hitters are getting more comfortable in this league. It was a dominant effort from every staff for every team to start, whether it was the wooden bats or transitioning from the school season, not hitting, not having the timing. And now this league is proving to be shootout, or you got to score 7 to 10 runs to win every night.
3-2 pitch. This one is drilled into left. Nico Brini charges in and makes the head-high grab for out number 1. A nice out that time for the Mariners. Carnes stays put on first. The bottom of the 6th. Wareham up by 1. And here comes Caden McDonald, who's been swinging a red-hot bat. A 3-run homer back in the 2nd, as well as a single, a walk, and a run. He lifts the red-collared bat over his right shoulder. First pitch misses low for ball 1. Thomas Shirtliff, in his last appearance, came back on July 12th against Brewster. Went 1 1/3, gave up just 1 hit, no earned runs, no walks, and no strikeouts. Fires home the 1-0. Swing and a miss. I brought up Shirtliff's ERA. I mean, this is a guy that has really shown the command out there on the mound for the Mariners, but so far, through the first 2 batters, it's been a struggle in terms of fighting off pitches. The 1-1 misses outside. So Carnes on first after a single to lead things off. One of 3 All-Stars in this Gatemen lineup. All-Star game will be held at Yarmouth Dennis this Saturday. The 2-1. Outside, Conti throws down to first, and Carnes beats it out with his right hand first. So 3-1 the count to McDonald.
I think that Thomas Shirtliff should have been an all-star. His numbers speak for themselves, and he's pitched in a lot of high-leverage spots this summer for Harwich.
And another high-leverage spot here. The 3-1. Skied behind the dish and into the bleachers right behind us. So we sit on that first base line. But another foul ball. That brings the count to 3-2. Shirtliff shrugs off a couple of signals. And now comes set. 3-2 with one out. Base runner on first. Shirtliff nods. Runner goes from first. The pitch. This one's lined into shallow center. Down for a hit. Carnes rounds past second. He's into third standing. The offense just keeps on cooking here for the Gatemen in the bottom of the 6th. Runners now on the corners.
All of these guys just have such a similar approach, Gino. They're not trying to do too much, and they're playing together as a unit, relying on the next guy. All get on, then you get on. And there haven't been too many extra base hits for the Gatemen, but whether it's a couple walks and a couple flares into the outfield, when they have runners on, they've delivered the biggest of hits tonight, and that's been the one-run difference, a chance to extend here in the 6th.
Here's Colin Ritchie from the left side. Runners on the corners with just one out. First pitch. Inside at the knees.
And this is one of those games that nobody wants to play what we're on pace for a 3.5, 4-hour contest. But if you're going to play it, you might as well play all 9 innings with that same intensity, because if you win, you're a whole lot more energized the next day.
The 1-0. High and tight.
It's hot. It's muggy. It's certainly buggy out here at Spillane Field.
A little bit of rhyming out of you, Luke.
But somebody's going to have to break through, and the last 2 frames, it's been the Gatemen. If the Mariners can strand these runners on the back of Shirtliff, some momentum.
2-0. It's the inner upstairs corner, strike one. But you talked about the conditions in this game. There's a couple of what should have been routine flyouts in the outfield to start this game get lost by Mariner outfielders in the sun. And you talk about the humidity, it was 84 degrees. The 2-1, drilled foul. Pulled down that right field line and out of play.
Couldn't ask for a better time to get your first strikeout of the night if you're Thomas Shirtliff here. Runners on the corners with 1 out.
Shirtliff looks down at his wrist. Now toes the rubber. Stares down Ritchie. 1 out, a 2-2 count. Shirtliff readies the glove at the chest. Fires home. Popped up into deep right. Coonan back towards the track. It's out of here. For the Gatemen, it's a 3-run shot from Colin Ritchie. And Wareham takes a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 6th.
Wareham just doesn't go away. These guys have won 5 in a row, and Gino, we haven't seen them in a while. This team has no quit. They're well managed, and they're really firing on all cylinders right now.
Gatemen up 11-7, bottom of the 6th. 3 hits given up in this frame. Here's the 6th spot hitter, Colby Turner, the second baseman from the right side. Shirtliff comes set and fires home. Bouncer foul, and that's been the story, Luca. It's been a lot of foul balls. I mean, Wareham is making contact.
And they're driving the baseball. They have 2 3-run home runs tonight. Just when they've had runners on, they've done damage and then done more. The Mariners have driven in runs but also stranded a lot of runners tonight. And this Harwich pitching staff wants the best in the league. After tonight, you got to think that they're going to be out of that number 1 spot for the first time this summer. Giving up 11 runs, you just turn and look to the schedule. 1-4 in their last 5. Gave up 9 to Falmouth, 12 to Chatham. the offense disappears against Brewster and Bourne, but then 7 last night. You've already given up 11. We haven't played 6 innings in Wareham.
The 0-2. Bouncer foul. Back-to-back foul balls from Turner.
It just feels like every time the Mariners can get, a 1-pitch out, when have we seen that in weeks?
You're right.
It's just daunting for no matter who the starter is, the bullpen.
In the last 5, Harwich has been outscored 34-20. They've given up, like I said, over 30 runs last 5 games. You talk about the ERA for the staff raising after these last stretch of games. The 0-2 to Turner. Misses outside. Conti tried to trap it as he leaned to his right. Whizzed past his glove and ricocheted off the backstop. First ball of the count to Turner. Has reached just once today after he got hit by a pitch in the first. Strikeout and a flyout as well. Here's the 1-2. This one's poked down the first base line. It stays fair, and Wolf makes the easy routine out. Just waited for it to come to him. Didn't have to move much, maybe a couple of inches off the bag. Wolf scurried over, scooped it up, and touched the base with his left foot. There's 2 away in the bottom of the 6. Wareham with an 11-7 lead over Harwich after a 3-run shot from Colin Ritchie not too long ago. Van Shahan from the right side. First pitch ricochets in the dirt. Colin Ritchie, what a summer he's had. Now 6 extra base hits. His 4th home run this summer. He continues to light a spark. The 1-0. Skied foul. One the count to Shahan, the third baseman. His last at-bat reached off of a fielder's choice. He eventually scored. The 1-1. Just misses. Tight strike zone for Maverick Gomez. 2-1 the count. Righty on righty. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle. Marsh charges to his left, Fields throws to first, way over the head of Wolf, and it hits off of the cage that separates the Mariner dugout from the field.
That's what I mean, Gino. Just when you're in a losing skid, what is normally a ground ball to the shortstop somehow just finds its way up the middle. It turns into a really difficult play. Marsh knows it's going to be another tough one, tries to put some extra mustard behind it, throws it towards the Mariner dugout over the first baseman, Kyle Wolf. Just a lot of difficult outs, and the Mariners aren't making plays to get those outs and helping out their pitching right now. They got to figure this out in a hurry because you don't want to start standings watching this early in the summer, but if you lose tonight, you're approaching the bottom of the East, and Gino, you know what that means without me saying it.
Well, first pitch to Easton Breifogel. He fouls it straight back, but, I mean, Luke, it's at this point of the summer, I mean, you don't really have the excuse of saying it's still early in the summer. I mean, we're well past the midway point of the regular season. Got to start putting things together, and the Mariners know that. All teams know that, as the 0-1 misses in the dirt. That's why when we talked to Ryan Smythe before the game, I mean, he said we had to have that heart-to-heart. We had to figure it out. After we started the season off 0-3, we were up and down. We had to figure things out. Runner from first goes. The 1-1 is poked foul. Breifogel plated 2 off of a single his last time at the plate. 1-2 the count to Breyfogle. Shirtleff still in search of his first strikeout. Runner on first with 2 outs. The 1-2. High. Shirtleff on those fastballs. As he's following through, he grits his teeth together. I mean, he's putting a lot of power on these pitches. We don't have a radar gun here at Spillane Field, so I can't tell you how fast they're coming in. 2-2. Fouled straight back. But what we've seen previously, a lot of these fastballs from Shirt have clocked in the right around 90, 91.
This Wareham team is just not fun to play against. Every pitch, you think you're getting out of an inning. Well, dang, 4 more are going to reach and 2 more are going to come through.
You have to be disciplined. Runner goes from first, the 2-2, skied again.
I mean,
but this is a team that you got to learn, right? This is a team when you play against them, you can't be caught lollygagging at any point. You have to finish the job.
Got to stay focused, and man, it's tough. It is as hot as it gets here for a night game. You cross the bridge, you get away from the coast and the beach and that upper portion of the Cape that Harwich is. It stays over 80 degrees late into the night.
The 2-2 to Breyfogle. Swing and a miss. Rather, it was a foul tip.
I mean, you can tell.
Breyfogle staying alive. Another foul ball.
Every at-bat, 7, 8, 9 pitches. The catcher for the Mariners, Matt Conti, just looked over to the bench, takes off his mask, wipes sweat off his face, and just a little bit of a frustrated grin. He's like, man, when am I going to get out of this squatted position? He went for 47 pitches last inning, and look where we are here.
7 pitches alone in this at-bat. The 2-2 to Breyfogle. This is outside.
And these are the dog days of summer ball. At one point this summer, we were talking about when are those going to come? When are you going to need to go to your bench in the middle of the game to bring in fresh legs, a fresh mind, a guy who isn't checked out? It's on the Mariners tonight. They're only down by 4 to stay in this ball game and continue to compete.
Payoff pitch. Shahan goes to second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice composure on the mound for Shirtleff. You talked about just the dog days of the summer. A long at-bat. 8 pitches. But it's the first strikeout for Thomas Shirtleff. But Wareham has plated 3. And they are up 11-7 as we head to the top of the 7th. It's a long one. First pitch was at 6 o'clock. We're just heading into the 7th inning now. We hope you stick around with us here on the Mariner Radio Network.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player. You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it.
Back here at Spillane Field, the Gatemen tack on 3 more in the 6th. They lead 11-7. Time for the final 3 frames on the Mariners Radio Network. Hudson Rowan back out there, the left-hander. First pitch to D. Kennedy, a fastball low, 1-0. The Gatemen have scored the last 6 runs of this ball game and have propelled themselves to a 4-run advantage, now through 6. That fastball clips the bottom part of the zone. The count's even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Bredeman. A long one here at Spillane Field. The Mariners now trying to come back. They were once up 7-5. 1-1 is popped up into right field. Coming in is the right fielder Brayfogle. He navigates some stars and makes the play for out number 1.
Now batting the left fielder, number 4, Nico Greeny from Wofford.
Spillane Field is a part of Wareham's middle school and high school, opened in the early 1960s. This ballpark has hosted Cape Cod Baseball League since 1963. Nico Greeny, the batter, first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Oh, 0-1 to Greeny, 1 out. The Mariners down by 4 in the 7th. 0-1 is low and away, 1-1. Harwich's offense, Gino, has been there tonight. 7 runs, 9 hits, but still trail by 4. 1-1, swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt. Greeny behind 1-2.
Yeah, and I mean, these are the games that, I mean, just kind of stink the most, right? Because you got the offense, I wouldn't say you're in a shootout. Well, I would say you're in a shootout in this game, but the last few games.
2-strike pitch, got him swinging. Greeny wasn't sure, kind of a one-handed hack, and he goes down on strikes. Quickly 2 down in the 7th.
But so far, Luke, I mean, the biggest thing I've noticed the last few games has been the difference in command on the mound. I mean, this is a completely different pitching staff from the start of the summer, and we all knew that, right, with guys in and out.
First pitch to Conti, skips in the dirt for a ball low, 1-0.
But, I mean, you're giving up. I mean, you gave up 7 yesterday to Orleans, giving up double digits today, double digits to Chatham.
1-0 to Conti, fouled straight back. 1-1's the count to the Mariner catcher. He's 0 for 1 tonight, but has drawn a walk twice, came around to score in the 4th. Conti turning into a tough out here on the Cape. He's on a 4-game hitting streak coming into tonight. That's now on the verge in the 7th. 1-1. Popped up foul down the right field line. Conti now in a 2-strike count. It's 1-2. Hudson Rowan, the left-hander, came into this ball game in the 5th inning. Gave up a run on a hit, walked a couple guys in the 5th, but since then have retired the last 5 batters he's seen. Two-strike pitch. Away with the fastball, 2-2. Jake Coonan on deck, 2 outs. Mariners down by 4. Nobody on in the top of the 7th. 2-2 pitch. Driven down the right field line. Tough play, down for a hit. Conti thinks about 2, puts on the brakes. Throw comes into first. He's back in time. A 2-out base knock for Conti and the Mariners. He extends his hitting streak to 5 games. Harwich trying to get something going with 2 down. Jake Coonan, the batter. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a single and a walk. But man, Matt Conti, he's going the other way with all of these base knocks throughout this hitting streak.
The strength.
First pitch to Coonan. Swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, 0-1. Gino, I'm not necessarily a baseball expert, but it feels like with Coonan through these struggles, you can tell he's kind of guessing on some pitches. Just head kind of flying out of that one, a pitch that was low the entire way. He tries to shake it off in the 0-1. Spits on a fastball away, 1-1. Maddox Maloney pops up from the Mariner dugout, not a starter tonight, but grabbing some equipment, wondering if he'll pinch hit at some point. 1-1 on the inside corner. Coonan took it for a strike, 1-2. One on, 2 out in the 7th. The 1-2 to Coonan. Swinging a foul. It popped into Hunter Karn's mitt, then spit right back out. Jake stays alive. Inouye on deck if we get there. This is the bottom of the Mariners order. Kunin hitting 8th, Shintaro, the final man in Steve Englert's lineup, batting 9th. The Gatemen have scored 6 unanswered here at home. Another 1-2. Kunin takes it low, 2-2. Gina, you can tell the Mariner dugout trying to get this team back into this game. It feels like their guys are kind of out of it right now. Been getting stomped the last few innings. 2-strike pitch, popped up. Foul territory, right field line. A tough play for the second baseman, Turner. He lays out, and he caught it. Colby Turner, an unbelievable effort all the way from his second base position into deep down the right field line. Laid out over the shoulder and ricochets up against the ground, but holds on to the baseball for out number 3. That's how the top of the 7th ends for Harwich. Nothing going the Mariners' way. They strand Conti after his 2-out hit. It's 11-7 Wareham. We head to the home half. Everybody needs a stretch.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Welcome back to Wareham. The Mariners cross the bridge and are getting lit up right now by the home Gatemen. It's 11-7 Wareham. The Mariners elect to bring in their 4th arm of the night. It's just the bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be the right-hander out of Florida, Christian Rodriguez. Rodriguez so far this summer has been flawless, yet to give up an earned run, is an all-star for the Mariners, the only pitcher that made the all-star team. A total of 7 Mariners will play over the weekend at Yarmouth Dennis. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. It's 9-1-2 due up in the Gatemen order. They're looking to add on to an already 4-run lead. First pitch swinging is Ramirez. He fouls one off down the first base line.
Oh, I mean, it's clear that, you know, you have Duke going an inning, you have Shirtliff going an inning, but, I mean, each of them throwing over 40 pitches, almost 50.
1-0 pitch. Right down the middle, 1-1.
So, I mean, Wareham, you got to give them a lot of credit. They have been extending these at-bats. It's been foul ball after foul ball. It's been tough on these arms for the Mariners.
Rodriguez looking to shut the door in the bottom of the 7th. 1-1, a fastball tall, 2-1. A pitch black night sky, almost a matte black sky. Can't really see any clouds, no light. The 2-1 pitch, low and away. 3 balls and 1 strike to Ramirez.
Luke, is Wareham your favorite spot of all the places here in the Cape Cod Baseball League?
There's a couple other ones that I would probably put ahead. 3-1 offering. Bouncing ball up the middle, ricochets off the pitcher's glove, now bounces to Inouye, no play at first base. An infield hit for Chris Ramirez. And that's the story right now of Harwich Mariner baseball. Just not many bounces going their way. Whether it was the inning-ending pop-out down the right field line in the top of the 7th from Jake Coonan, where the second baseman for the Gatemen, Colby Turner, ran maybe 60 feet to lay out and make a play on an inning-ending grab, or right there to start the bottom of the 7th. A ricochet right off Rodriguez's mitt, and there's another infield hit for the Gatemen. 1 on, nobody out. The lineup flips over for Chase Cruson. First offering, fastball high, 1-0. It's been the combination of Chmielewski, Tanner Duke, Thomas Shirtliff, and now we're on to the all-star, Christian Rodriguez. He's just trying to keep this a 4-run deficit and get Harwich into the 8th inning. The batter's Chase Cruson, hitless tonight. 1-0. Fouled straight back, 1-1. Only the most loyal and dedicated Gatemen fans still in attendance tonight. First pitch was at 6:05. We're approaching 9 o'clock. Just in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Bat Boys just whispered that they're about to fall asleep. 1-1, a wave and a miss. Rodriguez gets ahead 1-2.
That's Michael and Mason.
Good guys over there, hard workers. I think they've won the battle between the Gatemen ball boys over there. Those guys are a little lackadaisical tonight.
Oh, yeah.
2-strike count to Chase Cruson, 1 on, nobody out in the 7th. Rodriguez working from the stretch, kicks and deals, skips one in the dirt, runner was running. No throw from Conti. Ramirez takes second base. So credit a stolen base to Ramirez because he did make an effort to take the bag before it necessarily got away from Conti. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the leadoff man in the Gatemen lineup. Rodriguez yet to give up a run this summer. 2-strike pitch. Fastball up and away. The count goes full.
You know, Luke, this reminds me of when you brought up earlier and you said this is, the dog days of the summer. This is where, these types of games where first pitch was at 6 o'clock. It's now approaching 9 o'clock. You have still an hour-plus drive ahead of you to go back to Harwich after this game. I mean, this is the mental fortitude. It's this part of the summer that is going to set up how you finish.
Payoff pitch. Bouncing ball to third. Maddox Maloney, who's newly into the game, gloves it, and an accurate throw to first for the first out of the inning. That's impressive to do, fresh off the bench. And the runner at second base, Ramirez, stays put, 1 down.
Now batting the catcher, number 6, Hunter Carnes from Florida State.
So Maloney replaces D. Kennedy at third base. Mariners could use his bat in the lineup as well when they're due up in the 8th and 9th, trailing by 4. 1 out. Ramirez at second. Hunter Carnes the batter. He's reached 3 times tonight. Rodriguez comes home. Fastball outside, 1-0. Carnes walked in the first and second inning, came around to score on both of those walks, then singled in the 6th and scored as well. 3 of the 11 Gatemen runs from this guy right here. 1-0, clips the outside corner with the fastball, 1-1. Rodriguez set, looks at the runner at second base, the 1-1. In there, strike 2. Rodriguez 1 strike away from getting to 2 outs here in the 7th. Chris McHugh on deck, but this has been one of the toughest outs the entire night. A couple marvelous games from the Gatemen offensively. Carnes have scored 3 runs. McDonald has 3 hits, including a 3-run home run. He's reached all 4 times tonight. 2-strike pitch, gets away from Conti in the dirt, and makes the count 2-2, but Ramirez advances from second to third. Been a long night for Matt Conti behind the plate. Has dealt with now 4 pitchers, a couple long innings, and this is his 3rd consecutive start, Gino, so at some point, you got to feel a little bit of mercy for those legs in that squatted position. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at third. Hunter Carnes the batter. Infield is in. The 2-strike pitch popped up. Infield fly. Tanner Marsh trots back from short. He's got it. A massive second out of the inning. So a pop-up to short puts 2 down and keeps the runner Ramirez at bay. He stays on third base. Chris McHugh is up. He has 3 RBIs tonight and 3 hits. A double in the first, a sac fly in the second, and then another hit in the 5th. That was just a single. Runner at third, the Gatemen lead 11-7. Rodriguez works from the stretch. First pitch laced down the left field line, foul.
You can keep that foul ball, courtesy of attorney Glenn Hannington, his daughter Tevis, and his grandson Baby Chase.
So Christian gets ahead 0-1 of Chris McHugh. You would like to say that the top of the order has had a field day tonight, but then you start looking at the book, the entire order has done a nice job for Wareham. An 11-run effort. They're coming off a win 4-3 against Brewster. Tonight is a much different style for the Gatemen, but right now they're just getting it done on a 5-game winning streak here across the bridge. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Up and in, 2-1. Conti thought about checking on back pick Chris Ramirez at third, but he got back in time. No throw from Conti, 2-1 the count to the third hitter in the Gatemen lineup. Rodriguez a deep breath. 2-1. Low and away, 3 balls and 1.
Dog wanted to say something into our microphone there, Luke.
The 3-1 pitch. Crushed into left center field. Bristol Carter goes back. Out of here. One hop bleachers in left center field. The third home run from a Gateman tonight. Chris McHugh plays long ball. That's his 5th RBI of the game. The Gatemen lead 13-7.
Wow. I mean, this Wareham team is legit. And, you know, a 5-game winning streak, right, you can keep tabs on them game by game, but when you actually watch them, Luke, I mean, this offense is legit.
They are just relentless, Gino. They feed off of one another. They fight. They stay alive. And then they don't flare one into right. They pound one over the fence. McHugh, the 3rd Gateman to hit a homer tonight. They now have 8 runs batted in via the home run. Up 13-7. First pitch strike to the cleanup hitting McDonald. 0-1. Low with the fastball, 1-1. So those are the first 2 runs that Rodriguez has given up this summer. Went 13 shutout innings through the first half. Trying to settle back here, and then the 7th. The 1-1. Broken bat, ground ball to third. Maloney's there. Throw to first. In time for out number 3. Not before another inning of the Gatemen tacking on more runs. They've scored the last 8 runs of this ball game and lead by 6. It's 13-7 through 7. We'll be back on the Mariners Radio Network.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts, Milton Rents, your local source.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
We've played 7 at Spillane Field, an offensive onslaught here in Wareham. The Gatemen are up 13-7 over the Mariners. We welcome you into the Mariners Radio Network. Alongside Gino Antamarino, I'm Luke Brenneman. 9-1-2 due up to start the 8th for Harwich. They got work to do, Gino.
Yeah, you can say that. I like the glass half full approach.
First pitch to Inouye, a fastball high, 1-0. Maddox Maloney on deck. Looks like that'll be the second pinch hitter for the number 1 spot in the Mariners order today. 1-0, misses low, 2 balls and no strikes. Trey Broussard led off the game, had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, was pinch hit last plate appearance by Bristol Carter, and now he'll get pinch hit for Maddox Maloney. 2-0 is high, 3 balls and no strikes to Inouye. Left-hander Hudson Rowan is still towing the rubber. Now working on his 4th inning of action, giving up just 1 earned run. A 4-pitch walk to start the 8th for the Mariners. Inouye reaches for the 2nd time tonight.
And you can tell, I mean, we're sitting right next to the Mariner dugout. And, you know, obviously there's a little bit of frustration when you go down and several home runs given up. But they are still ready to go. I mean, you can hear the coaching staff trying to get these guys fired up. We hear Steve Englert saying, let's keep it up, let's keep going, let's keep fighting. And that's the way the Mariners play. They're no matter how ugly of a deficit it is, they're going to keep swinging and they're going to keep trying.
So Maloney now the batter. Home plate umpire Marvin Gomez documents Maloney coming into the game. Taking him a little bit. We look about ready to go. 1 on, top of the order now up with nobody out in the 8th inning. Harwich down by 6. First pitch to Maloney. The ball bounces in the dirt, 1-0. There's nobody warming up right now just yet in the Wareham dugout. Really putting Rowan on an island. He's already gone 3 innings. The 1-0 is low. That's now 6 consecutive balls. Maloney's ahead 2-0.
I wouldn't rule the Mariners out of this game just yet, Luke.
2-0. Fastball on the inside corner, 2-1.
I mean, this is a nice part of the order for the Mariners. You got Tanner Marsh on deck, who's had himself a very nice night tonight.
2-1. Fly ball to right. Maloney jammed a little bit by the fastball. Breyfogle there, out number 1. So a fly ball to right, the first out of the 8th inning. Inouye stays put at first base, and that brings up Tanner Marsh. Marsh tonight is 1 for 2. Doubled in the 3rd, has walked twice, scored a run, and most recently lined out to the pitcher in the 6th inning.
Yeah, but that line out was really impressive stuff from Rowan. I mean, he had to dig in the feet.
First pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 1.
Had to dig into the dirt and try and pick it up, and he did. I mean, lightning fast.
Harwich trying to get something going after a leadoff base runner. The 0-1, up and away, 1-1.
But I want to see a little bit of fight here, Luke. I mean, I'm not willing the Mariners to come back in this game, but I want them to go down swinging, right?
1-1 pitch. A hefty swing and a miss. Marsh behind, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The bench trying to get into this game, Gino. They're at least verbally not rolling over tonight, but Hudson Rowan, he's done a fantastic job for the Gatemen on the rubber. 1-2, struck him out. Back-to-back swinging strikes. Marsh goes down on strikes for the first time tonight. And there's now 2 down in the 8th for Aiden Robbins.
3 strikeouts for Rowan. And that's the thing, Luke, we've talked about the last few games. The Mariner offense is clicking, but this is not a team that's going to strictly win on offense. We've seen that. We saw it yesterday against Orleans. You have to have the defense and the pitching to back it up.
First pitch to Robbins, a swinging strike one. Hudson Rowan is just getting better as this game goes on.
You got to give credit to Wareham's defense. Their pitching has been solid today. But they've given up 7 runs. This Wareham team is a team that can beat you off of offensive power.
1-1, a slow dribbler down the right side of the infield. It gets through. Ricochets off the second baseman, Colby Turner, into the outfield. A 2-out hit for the Mariners. That's Robbins' second hit of the ball game. Runners on first and second with 2 outs. The cleanup man, Kyle Wolf, is the batter.
Now batting the first baseman, number 34, Kyle Wolf from Boston College.
But I've been really impressed from this Gatemen squad. I mean, this is a team that's 12-13 on the summer.
Their ability to not be satisfied, even once they hit double-digit runs tonight, they've continued to punch and swing and claw at the Mariners. And Harwich, on the other end, yes, they posted 7 runs, but haven't done anything since. It's been back-to-back innings where the Mariners went 3 up, 3 down in the 6th, had a 2-out hit in the 7th, stranded Conti immediately on a Coonan flyout. Have 2 on for the first time in forever here in the 8th. First pitch ball to Kyle Wolf. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
And here's a little bit more of a scary thought, you know, as a Mariner fan. I mean, you have 2 of your top pitchers come in Shirtleff and Rodriguez, and Wareham just still with offense.
1-1. On the inside upper corner, Wolf behind 1 ball and 2 strikes. He didn't like that call. Robbins at first, Inouye at second. Harwich down by 6 in the top of the 8th with 2 outs. Rowan working quickly from the stretch. The left-hander fires and struck him out on a high fastball. Hudson Rowan goes 4 innings, gives up 1 run, and has slammed the door shut. His offense delivering. The Gatemen lead by 6. We head to the bottom of the 8th on the Mariners Radio Network.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
When you need to dig, lift, move, cut, or just about anything else, then dial up the rental source staffed with equipment and construction experts. They'll help you get the right machine for the job and make sure it's delivered when and where you need it. With locations across New England and the newest and most reliable inventory, Milton Rents is your local source.
You can make any bat feel lighter by adding a velo puck knob. Instead of having to go get a whole entirely new bat, you can simply add the puck to it. Players can use this with any bat. It's basically going to shift the weight of the bat a little bit more towards the hands. Players are able to hit the ball a lot harder just by simply adding the puck on.
The Mariners have gone to their 5th arm tonight. It's going to be the right-hander Ryan Reich that will address 5, 6, and hopefully just 7 in the Wareham lineup. for the bottom of the 8th inning. The Gatemen lead 13 to a beauty from Ryan Reich. One down. A beauty from Ryan Reich. One down in the bottom of the 8th.
Defensive changes for Harwich. Now pitching number 6, Ryan Reich from Seton Hall.
But that's the thing, right? I mean, you talked about the schedule coming up for the Mariners. Every team is going through this gauntlet. It's the dog days of the summer. You're going to have games that are running now over 3 hours. Can you pull it out? It's all about that mental toughness.
Here's Colby Turner. He takes a pitch away, 1-0. Ryan Reich still having those hat issues, Gino. Every pitch he throws, or just about every other, that thing's popping off his head. 1-0 to Turner. Pitch in the dirt, 2 balls and no strikes. Harwich in the 3rd and 4th inning, defensively. That was the last 2 frames from the starter, Chmielewski. After giving up 4 runs combined in the 1st and 2nd, he really settled in, 1-1. Near the head of Turner, 2 balls and 1 strike. It felt like the Mariners were in a rhythm. They took the lead. They went up 5-3. Chmielewski shut the door. Or excuse me, they went up 7-5 is what it was, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
7-5, you're right.
7-5. And ever since then, bullpen has just gotten blitzkrieged by the Gatemen. 2-1 finds the inside corner. 2-2 to Turner. Excuse me, the second pitch of the at-bat was called a ball. It's now 3 balls and 1 strike to Turner. The pitch popped up towards the Wareham dugout in foul territory. Maloney moves over from third and makes the catch head high. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th. That brings up Vance Shahan. Shahan tonight is 1 for 4. He's transferring to the University of Miami this next school year. That's not a bad spot to be. You ever been there?
Yeah, a couple of times. It's a nice spot. I'm more of a Fort Lauderdale guy, though.
First pitch swinging, cracks one foul. Left field line, 0-1.
I know that's a spot you've been itching to go to, though, Luke.
What, Miami?
Yeah.
I would go there. They have a cool culture down there in Miami. I might have to wait till I'm 21. I hear the nightlife's pretty good. 0-1 pitch. Liner up the middle, into center for a base hit. Shahan records his second base hit of the day, back-to-back plate appearances with a knock for the third baseman for the Gatemen. That's just kind of how this ball game has gone.
You're right.
Although the Mariners are down by 6, you're thinking you bring in Reich. He gets the first 2 guys out in relatively straightforward fashion, and you're dealing with one of the only guys who it feels like doesn't have 2 or more hits tonight in Shahan. Get him to 2 strikes, and boom, he blasts one up the middle. Easton Breifogel, the batter, takes a first pitch strike down the middle, 0-1.
It just brings me back to a conversation we had with the assistant coach for Brewster and Schiffner.
Reich set. Kicks and deals. 0-1's fouled back.
When he said it's so important to not ride the highs and the lows. You just have to go through them. And, you know, this was a Mariner team that was ranked first in the power rankings to start the month of July. They were 4-0-2 in a span of 6 straight games. And then they lose to Falmouth 9-8. Then the Bourne game gets canceled.
Runner goes, 2-strike pitch, low and away. No throw to second base. Vance Shahan steals a bag.
And then you have another day off, so a little bit of a weird week. That was from Monday, July 7th to the 12th, or 13th, you could say, which is
Right
that Sunday.
set. Runner in scoring position. 2-strike pitch. Up high with the fastball, 2-2. You're right. I mean, we were leaving those games, and that was a combination of a couple road games. We had a few at home, and you and I were looking at each other like, is this team ever going to lose again?
They looked really good. Took down YD to end that stretch 7-1 at YD.
2-2. Popped up foul. Ricochets off the sky-high light post and back in to the seats. Hopefully somebody was aware of that one coming back down. 2 balls and 2 strikes, still the count to Breifogel, the University of Arizona right fielder. Safe to say this guy's used to the heat tonight. over 80 degrees all night here in Wareham. Another 2-2. Bouncing ball down the first base line. The first baseman, Wolf, gloves it, pitches to Reich at first. He covers for the third out of the inning. A much-needed scoreless frame for the Mariners. Their first all the way back to the fourth inning of this one. They still trail by 6. We'll be back for inning number 9 on the Mariners Radio Network.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning. Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement.
We welcome you back here to Spillane Field in Wareham. Before we get top of the ninth, Kennedy reaches off the walk to lead things off.
And the Mariners have fought tonight, Gino. They've hit the ball well, double-digit hits, 7 runs. Wareham's just the hottest team in this league right now, and they're pummeling everybody. They're just an offensive domination night in and night out for this ball club, and they're finding new ways to win every night. A little bit like the Mariners did when they went a full week without losing a game.
Here's the lefty, Nico Brini. He arcs this one into shallow center, down for a hit. Brini not wasting any time. There's 2 runners aboard off the single. Still no outs, top of the ninth. And this is what you like to see. And this is what I was talking about a few innings ago, Luke. You don't necessarily have to rally back and win this game, but if you can rally back and go down swinging, I mean, that's a positive you can take away.
You take it into tomorrow. And that's the grind of this, playing every day. Got to stay checked in no matter what. It's tough. It's long.
Here's Scott Donahue from the right side, pinch hitting for Matt Conti. First pitch misses low. A nice job from Carnes springing forward to trap it on his chest.
Be nice to see Donahue get his first base knock in the Cape League right here.
Donahue came in the bottom of the 8th to replace Conti behind the dish. The product out of UMass Lowell. Righty on righty. No outs. Runners on first and second. 1-0 misses low. Talked to Scott Donahue after his first at-bat. He said he's happy to be here. He skies this one right behind home plate. It's going to stay in play, and what a catch from Carnes. Over by the backstop. Thought that ball was going to tail out, but at the last second, it dipped backwards. And Carnes ran all the way towards the netting and leaned back to haul it in. An excellent catch. There's one away in the top of the ninth. runners still on first and second for the Mariners.
He's a really good catcher. He's been a backstop over there behind the plate. The only Mariner to steal a base tonight was Trey Broussard, arguably the fastest Mariner.
That's why Carnes is an all-star this summer. First pitch to Jake Coonan misses low. Carnes, one of 3 all-stars in this Wareham lineup, as Carnes calls time to home plate umpire Marvick Gomez. Talk things over with his closer, Griffin O'Connor. The All-Star Game will take place this Saturday at Yarmouth Dennis. Gates open at 11:45, but first pitch won't be until 4:05. Got the home run contest in there.
How about the finish of the Major League All-Star Game last night with the home run style swing off?
That was pretty cool. It was 1-0, swing and a miss.
I loved that new twist. And how exciting. The Home Run Derby is a great event, but in a high-stakes extra innings moment, you don't want to use another pitcher. It's just the All-Star Game. You get him a chance to see more pitches down the middle and balls fly out of there.
The 1-1 to Coonan. Misses low. I thought the Home Run Derby was really fun this year.
Cal Raleigh.
Me being a Pirates fan, I was hoping O'Neal Cruz could pull it out. But of course, I mean, when you go up against Cal Raleigh, I mean, that's going to be a tall task. 2-1 to Coonan. Swing and a miss. Cal Raleigh, the former Harwich Mariner. Cool to see that. Coonan with a 2-2 count. Runners on first and second with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Mariners down 13-7. Pitch. This is low. Jake Coonan has had himself a very solid night. Had a hit, a walk, and a run. This is a guy that you can tell has been in a little bit of a cold stretch. Batting a 1.37 heading into today. Payoff pitch misses low, hits the backstop. That advances the runners to second and third. Well, it's not going to matter because it was a walk regardless. So Coonan will take his spot on first. And with the bases loaded and 1 out, here's Shintaro Inoue. And if you remember last time we were here, Mariners were down by 2. At the top of the 9th, Inoue came up to bat and had a 2 RBI single that tied the game, and the Mariners ended up winning it in extras. First pitch on Inoue. It's the outer edge for strike 1.
Inoue, the only Mariner in the starting lineup tonight without a base hit.
He's got a walk as well as a fielder's choice that plated 1. 0-1, ground ball foul, first base side.
Just the times are changing in this league, Gino. The bats have caught up with the arms. Some of the better arms have made their way out of here, whether it was the draft, the innings limits, and the guys are getting comfortable in the batter's box. So from a hitting perspective, you're going to have to bring it every night. And earlier this summer, if you would say every Mariner besides one would have a base hit at least in a game, you would think chalk that up as a W.
Right.
But tonight you're down by 6.
The 0-2. Drilled into shallow left. And an excellent catch from Richie. He hauls it in, but it scores 1 for the Mariners. D. Kennedy in from third. That was a tough play to make from Richie. That ball had some carry on it, but it was dropping rapidly. Richie in left just hauling. And dove to his knees, stuck his glove out. And with his palm facing the sky, recorded the out. So there's 2 away. Mariners down 13-8. In the top of the 9th, back to the top of the order we go. Maddox Maloney in his second at-bat today. First pitch, ground ball, third base line, foul.
Harwich heads to YD tomorrow. We'll be on the Mariners radio network once again. The first back-to-back road game in a two-day stretch that the Mariners have had this summer. A couple of those are actually coming up in the second half of the season.
So we look ahead YD tomorrow at 5 on the road. Here's the 0-1 to Maloney. This is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs to Maloney. Runners on first and second. And the Mariners return home on Friday to face off against Cotuit. That will be at 6:30. They have the weekend off. Unless you're an All-Star, then they'll play in the All-Star game on Saturday. 1-1 to Maloney. This is low. But next week, Luke, I mean, this is a tall task. Got 7 straight games.
It's going to be a grind. It's going to be a defining point of the summer. And we're getting close to the final 10, Gino.
2-1. Swing and a miss from Maloney.
And with the Mariners, just a game and a half, a couple points in a playoff spot right now, that could be a stretch where we've seen this team be as good as they are and propel themselves into a top seed. Or if you can't get these pitching woes figured out right now, the Mariners continue to slide. It's going to be a grind down the stretch.
O'Connor trying to end this game. The 2-2 just misses outside. Maloney with a good eye. The Gatemen dugout shouting their frustration. 3-2 the count with 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Mariners down 13-8. Righty on righty as Maloney digs back in. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the ball game here at Wareham. The Mariners fall 13-8 to the Gatemen. 2-2 against Wareham this summer. Harwich now have lost 2 straight. They drop to 11-11-3. But the Gatemen, I mean, my goodness, look out. 6-game win streak. It's a West Division that a lot of people have said are not as strong as the East, but man, oh man, they've got some heavy hitters. I mean, that Bourne game a couple days ago was just a 2-run difference. Today's game, Wareham really showing they've got the offensive firepower. But the Mariners will have to right the ship tomorrow. They face off against YD at 5 o'clock. On the road, another tall task because YD sits atop the East Division. We'll have the broadcast on the radio at 5 o'clock. Make sure to tune in for that game on the Mariner Radio Network. But for tonight, our producer Dave Roberts, my partner Luke Brenneman, I'm Gino Antamarino saying so long from Spillane Field. The Mariners fall to the Gatemen 13-8.